Hello baby gangsters, this is Calvin, also known as Homer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Genshin Impact, and today we're going to be doing the Mualani tribe quest. I had so much fun yesterday doing the Kanich story quest, and one of the things I didn't actually say when I finished that story quest is something that I actually do think is very true about that story quest, and I wonder if it's going to be the same for these ones too. I do like that in the first two acts of the Kanich story quest, they laid out like an outline of a premise, right? They showed you some of the characters that are going to be involved. They showed you the idea of like what's happening in the world, like a small idea, and then allowed the meat and potatoes to be in the final section. So I wonder if it's going to be kind of similar this way too. And it actually isn't a bad way of like breaking things up as well, because I thought the story quest formula was always perfect. I love story quests. But this sounds pretty freaking great too. Let's go. Look at that. I have Fremi's World as my team today, which is Fremine, Fischl, Xingqiu, and it's usually Benny, but today we have Sitlali, because I tend to, when I'm in Natlan, I'd like to have like at least one of the Natlan characters on my team. It's just more fun that way. It really is, and like especially since they have like the special abilities where like they extend their abilities to go higher, and we can do the platforming stuff or the longer you know, time on Mualani's shark thing, or Kanich going up walls. Like, it's all very, very fun. And, like, it really, really, I think it benefits to have, like, at least one Natlan character with us at all times.
Amazing view! And we can even see some Kaholasaurs here and there.
It's very pretty. It's very pretty.
Why don't we try to get a picture with one or two of them in the wild?
Well, what if they try to bite us, Paimon?
Well, they're so cute. They probably won't do that.
Cute things don't bite, right?
Huh? What's happening over there?
Oh, Jesus Christ. They're cute, but also scary, these guys. I think it's because like, they go so low to the ground.
Wild Kaholasaurs are actually biting people.
It's time for us to save the day.
Yeah, those two are in trouble. The legendary traveler and his trusty sidekick Paimon will not see my
I love that. I should have gone with the more movie-style quote as well, because Paimon's quote was great. Is this just Act... I love that Act 1 screen comes up as we're about to save a couple from impending doom. The reason I'm using Sitlali, by the way, is because at least we can have a shield. We won't have any healing, but we do have a bit of Xingqiu's healing.
Finally, someone's coming. Please help us.
Getting here. Frost is coming.
But it has been, I don't think I've ever, I think I have used Fremi before on camera, but it's been a while. It's been a long while since I used Fremi on camera.
Witness the power for one. Show no mercy.
Getting here.
But I think one of the things we definitely want to have when we're using Fremine is maybe like a bit of Oz out there as well. Now we can do physical attacks, but like obviously it's similar to, I'm guessing it's similar to Eula in a lot of ways, where you want to have like a bit of superconduct going on at all times. It's gonna take a bit of time. We don't use them as often as we
Commencing cleanup.
use like, and that's a physical attack, right? Is the last one. Yeah, we don't use them as much, like I haven't used them as much as other characters just yet, but I definitely wanted to use them today.
From your clothes, you must be scholars from Sumeru.
Oh yeah! Yeah, of course. And they look like they're backpacking or something.
Yes, I'm Karya, and this is my senior Varamdra. Thank you so much for saving us. I was a little too close.
Last mission we had someone from Inazuma, now we have someone from Sumeru.
Don't mention it. Handling these sort of things is practically second nature to us by now.
I suppose.
Still, it seems that
I did not mean to skip Paimon.
Don't mention it. Handling these sort of things.
It happens,
is
a trigger
practically
finger
second
sometimes.
nature to us by now. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the traveler.
Yeah. Still seems like the Kozos just ran off. We need to capture at least one alive. Wait, so you're still trying to capture one?
Capture one alive.
Bro! Like, you nearly got killed. Leave him alone. Get out of here.
Correct. Say, I can see you are very skilled at dealing with them. Do you think you could use me as live bait to
Okay,
help us capture
here's the thing.
one?
We
will pay
like
you for the
defeat
effort.
Saurians all the time. We do, right? like, we have to level up Kinich and you have to defeat Saurians. This is just factual information, right? But I also think that if you are trying to capture an animal and that animal fights you back, then you have to be prepared for what happens there. It's probably your own fault. You know what I mean? If you try to capture an animal tries to fight you back, I'm sorry, it's your own fault.
Well,
Apologies. Varandra has been hyper-focused on his research. So please, don't be too hard on him.
It sounds like he got you into a situation, though, that you shouldn't have been in.
oh, no worries. Well, why did you approach a whole group of wild Kaholosaurs, and what's this talk about capturing them?
Don't tell me you want to get a picture with them, too.
Paimon's pretty sure that's not what they're trying to do.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure. It's probably, if they're from Sumeru, then it's probably like, some sort of weird, like, research.
I'm sure we must look very silly. The fact of the matter is that we're searching for a mysterious island from a certain legend. It's said that a very important clue about the island can be found on Kaholosaurs, so
Okay.
approaching them without the help of a guide from the people of the springs was certainly an unwise choice on
yeah.
our part.
Yeah, like, and they're very friendly. They could have, like, at least given you, they could probably give you more information than even the Saurians could. Like,
mysterious
let's be real here.
Yes. There is a legend from the people of the springs that mentions a mysterious island. And Varandra believes the key to his research can be found there.
Are you certain you two won't consider my proposal to capture one?
I think, like, if you just use a camera or something.
Proposal? There's no way we'd be willing to use a person as live bait.
Then I suppose discussing it any further will just be a waste of time.
Yeah.
I must come up with another solution.
This also seems like a bit of a waste of time here. Actually, no, the girl is very level-headed. Well, I'm very glad I saved her.
Varandra.
Oh, all right. You did rescue Karia and I just now.
Yeah.
And I suppose I should express some gratitude. Thank you very much.
I rescued you even though you were in a situation that was self-imposed.
A little awkward, but Paimon will take it.
We should move on, Karia.
Very self-imposed.
Yes. Thank you again. My apologies. Varandra really
It's
doesn't
fine.
have the best people skills.
It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal whatsoever. It's really not.
That's all right.
Yeah. Like, literally, like, it's not, like, like, he's not even, like, close to the worst, rudest person you could meet, you know? He's not even close. She's sweet.
You really don't see a pair of adventurers like those two every day.
No, but it's interesting that we're getting more visitors from outside of Natlan.
But anyway, Paimon's really curious about that mysterious island that lady just mentioned.
Do you want to find the island too, Paimon?
Yeah, who knows? There might be treasure. After all the amazing places we've explored during our adventures, finding some mysterious island should be a walk in the park for us.
But we don't have any info about this island.
Oh, you're right. The lady mentioned that the mysterious island is related to a legend of the people of the springs. So maybe we can start by asking some of them about it.
That's true. And we have, like, a bit of a rapport with them now.
Time's ticking. Let's get started on our next adventure.
I mean, this sounds exciting.
The real question is, who should we ask?
Talk to the chief.
That's an idea. If anyone, the chief of the tribe should know the details.
That's fun. That's Act 1 complete already? It's crazy because, like, Act 1 of, and Act 2 of the Kinich one took me, like, an hour to go through. Maybe, like, a little bit less. Maybe, like, a little bit less than an hour. But it's kind of crazy that, like, you know, it always differs with time to time. Because this, like, you know, took me 10 minutes to go through. Look at these, like, life buoys as well. What are they called in other countries? Just, like, rubber, like, dinghies or something? Or not dinghies. I know they're, like, something else. Rubber, like, circles? Like, what are they called in other countries? Because they're called life buoys over here. Whereabouts are we going to, by the way? We can definitely just warp there, can't we? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have to go talk to the chief. Super excited about this. Whenever we have, like, a secret island or a secret place, like, that's super, super fun to think about. And as you guys know, we love a place that, like, we're not exactly supposed to be, in this sense. In terms of traversal, by the way, Sislali and Kinich are, like, my favorite in terms of just, like, traveling about the place. I think, like, I should give Kachina more of a chance, because I think she's also, like, very, very handy when, like, we're climbing mountains and stuff like that. Like, if we have, like, a lot of hilly escapes, she's definitely going to be, like, more than useful. And then like with traveling long distances, like doing exploration, like if we ever have to, like for say an Archon quest, let's say we have to go up here and up around here. I think like having Mualani is such a fun, you know, character to have. But like it's all in, you know, time. But I say like my favorites are Kinich and Sitlali. I love exploring with them too. Like this is so fun. Like that is just like an instant like taking out of your wings, right? Instantly. The chief is such a funny design as well, just because like they're so young. But that happens sometimes,
Someone
right?
Looking for me. Oh.
Yeah,
I
it's a
have
great
visited
design.
The traveler and his companion. So what brings you here? Do you need help with anything?
We're here to find a secret island. And it's gonna be the most secret island you've ever seen in your life.
The mysterious island. The mysterious island, huh? Is there something wrong? I'm assuming you two are already aware that this island is related to a legend of my people.
Right.
Yeah, but now that you mention it, we don't know anything about the actual legend yet. Then allow me to explain it to you two. It is said that the first chief of the people of the Springs was the most outstanding guide in all of Netland. He discovered many deserted domains and found countless treasures. But to prove himself once more, he embarked on yet another journey in
Look at this
search of
scene.
a legendary, mysterious island. He endured many hardships along the way, but he persevered and managed to reach the destination.
Wow.
The island emits a golden light
Look at the scene.
where countless treasures are buried. But instead of claiming the treasures for himself, he left behind a trail of clues that lead to the island.
This sounds fun. This sounds so
Since
fun.
then, many people from later generations have undertaken the challenge of finding the island. After all, to find the island is to find riches and glory.
I love hearing stories from the tribe as well, because this is what we said we wanted last time. We wanted more histories of the tribes, more stories, like more context of the tribes. And now hearing about like, the former leaders of the tribe, fantastic. Former chiefs, fantastic. On a secret island where there's left clues to find riches and glory, fantastic.
Oh,
I'm all for it.
sense. So could you tell us how to get to that island?
They don't know.
Oh, Paimon gets it. This is like a big secret for the people of the spring, so you can't just tell anyone, right?
That would make sense.
On the contrary, it's quite the opposite. The
Oh.
legend and the clues needed to find
Oh,
the island
okay.
are all already known to the public.
So it's like public knowledge.
Oh! Well, then what's the problem?
Paimon's ow. Wait.
Oh! Well, I'm willing to answer your question in exchange for a favor. What do you think?
No problem. Let's go.
Sure thing! Well, what do you need us to do? Then you have my thanks. Allow me to tell you some details. I'll be honest, there are some among the tribe who are of rather base character. Not long ago, I received a report that a few of them were working together to scam visitors.
Oh. So it's like a tourist trap almost, I suppose?
As the chief of the tribe, I was very ashamed to hear of this. It's really hard to believe that could happen. They are targeting tourists who wish to visit that island. According to my sources, they would trick tourists into believing they are trustworthy guides before luring the tourists into spending a fortune for the sake of reaching
Oh
the
man.
island.
And maybe that might happen to the two that just arrived as well. If they're gonna come here, the two that look like they're like, he looked like he was ready to do anything to get it info, He literally wanted to be used as bait.
They run a pretty sophisticated operation. They would always claim the scammed money is some kind of legal travel expenditure, so it's hard to use that to directly convict them.
Right, and you want to be fair about things as well.
So, I was hoping to find someone who could approach them and pretend to get scammed. Doing so would allow us to gather the evidence required to bring them to justice.
Do you want us, or do you want maybe we get the people that just were there before? Because I wonder if maybe we're too known. Well, maybe we're not. Yeah.
The problem is, they would certainly recognize anyone associated with me, which is why I haven't been able to carry out the plan yet.
Okay.
Oh, Paimon understands now. Really We're the perfect bait because we're both tourists.
Tourists.
Exactly. And as far as I know, you two are no pushovers.
Yeah.
No matter what nefarious schemes they may come up with, you'll be perfectly capable of protecting yourselves, right?
I love this. This is so fun.
You betcha. If it's just a few scammers we're talking about, he'll take them all down.
The smile as well as Paimon promotes us.
Wonderful. Then here, please take this.
What's this?
Whoa, that's
Oh.
Mora? Did we already earn
Is this for us to get scammed? It's like the money you give someone on a business trip?
There will be plenty of rewards if you manage to catch those scoundrels. This Mora, however, is for other purposes.
Yeah, and like the reward is also getting to find that island as well, or getting the clues to find the island. I think it's a fair exchange.
I'm sure some spending will be required on your part before they lower their guard. I certainly wouldn't expect you to pay out of your own pockets. So please use the Mora as needed, and collect as much evidence as possible.
No wonder you're the chief. Seems like you've already thought of everything. Okay, we'll take it from here.
I've marked the location of the scammers on your map. I'll leave the rest to you two.
This is great stuff. And that's Act 2 done already? You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy to me, because, like, I feel like, well, they're going to be different, right? They're going to be longer or shorter, depending on, like, what quests they are. There's also more travel, I guess, around Kenichi's area, because, like, you're traveling up and down and all around. We went to different parts of the map and stuff, I guess.
Rise like smoke.
But this is really fun. And again, like we said, like, what I was looking for in these tribe quests was to learn not only more about the tribe, but, like, maybe some of the going-ons in the tribe, learn more about the characters within the tribes. Also, yes, they are keeping going with that theme where it's like the first act and the second act kind of like lay out a basic outline of a premise. So we know there's a secret island. So we know we want to get to that secret island. We know the clues are going to be only known to people, are public, but like to let us know we have to do this quest. It's a very simple way of just being like, this is the premise, this is this, and then now get to the meat and potatoes, which is Act 3. Which is what we're doing right now. Which also means that, like, you know, you can do it in parts. I probably won't do that.
This should be the place. Now let's see if anyone around here looks like a scammer.
Paimon goes over there and starts a fight with a kid. I just realized she said it out loud. Paimon's allowed to say it out loud.
Oh, right. We should pretend we are innocent tourists with no idea about what's going on. But how should we lure those scammers out?
Imagine Paimon tried to pull off a confidence game, you know, like in like, you know, The Great Pretender? That's a great show. Like, imagine her walking into like a casino and being like, I wonder who's going to take my money today. Maybe try talking about the mysterious island.
Good idea. Speaking of which, Paimon's dying to know what kind of treasures could be buried on the mysterious island. Wonder if anyone's ever really seen them before.
Oh, it's Mr. Cowboy Hat. Well, more of like a fedora.
Ah, are you two visitors from afar looking to visit the mysterious island?
Oh, looks like we managed to lure them out already.
I love Paimon like narrates her own life and my life, so like she has to like do these little side things. I love it. Come on, Paimon, don't forget our roles.
Oh, pardon. Is something the matter?
I just happened to overhear you two talking about the mysterious island. I assume you two must be tourists, brought here by the legend and looking for the island. Am I right?
No. Yes.
Hello, Paimon is
Maybe.
Paimon, and this is the Traveler. That's right. We were just getting ready to look for that island from the legend.
In that case, as a qualified guide, I certainly cannot allow you to embark on such a dangerous journey.
Oh, is this all part of it as well? Look at the dude over there dancing in the water. I love how just like Natlan characters would just be randomly dancing at times. It's so cool.
Uh-huh.
As the legend says, if you can manage to reach the mysterious island, riches and glory will be yours for the taking. Be that as it may, the journey to the island is full of untold perils and dangers. It would be nigh impossible for any average person to reach the island. But you are in luck.
God.
Allow me to tell you the purpose of our services. It just so happens that our mission as guides is to help visitors avoid danger, find shortcuts, and successfully reach their destination.
I guess this is it. I guess this is the big trick. So this is all a picture of for your service. So maybe it's not a trick. Okay, maybe it's actually just literally saying I'll be a guide. Okay, maybe I got it wrong because I thought this was all be one big confidence scam.
Please, there's no need to worry. This was just one point I had to make perfectly clear. Although the legend and the clues to finding the island are known to everyone, the leads left behind by our ancestors are as enigmatic as riddles found on a lost treasure map.
I'm confused. Is this because he's being pretty like not like it makes sense. It's like what stuff he's saying here is like, hey, like I could literally like help you out like as a tour guide. That's not always going to be a scam, but it could lead to a scam.
Only guides bestowed with the legacy of our ancestors can correctly decipher the clues. Tourists who rashly embark on their own often wind up lost.
Music's so pretty, isn't
and
it?
encounter unnecessary dangers.
Huh. He actually sounds pretty convincing.
So this is a scam. That's what I'm saying. He does sound convincing. I was like, oh, maybe he's actually just like being a tour guide. Me getting scammed when I go to the people of the springs. Mualani, they took all my money.
But it seems like fate has brought us together. So, what say you to having me as your guide?
Sure.
So how much will you charge us?
Not to worry. I don't intend to charge any
What?
fees.
So you'd be working for free?
For us, people of the Springs, guiding guests to the mysterious island is a great honor in and of itself, worth more than any amount of mora.
Smooth. My man almost wants to believe him.
This is still a part of a sales pitch. We need to see what what he wants to do.
All right, thank you. Then please guide us onward.
Of course. Please, follow me.
Okay. Interesting. Is the Act 3 thing going to come up now? No. Did it already come up? Since there's like 3 acts now, like it's hard to like place. I love how everyone's so fun-loving here. Look at this. You have lovely hair, sir. You have lovely hair and a lovely face. I could stay here in the people of the Springs forever. Honestly. Prettiest people I've ever seen in my life.
Traveler, we gotta leave. We have to stop the abyss.
Just 5 more minutes. Please. 5 more minutes.
No, Traveler, we literally have to go.
Just 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes, please. I'm in love with Alan. I really am. The locations. I love the premises of this world so far. And like the thing is like, you know, the power of friendship, right? That's a big theme throughout this entire game. But like also like in Natlan, it's truly like, it feels like, you know, gathering friends together to fight this one cause. That's also just very big for me. So I'm already so in love with the premise of this game. And now, oh wait, they're taking a picture of the, that's actually, wait, is that a different colored one? It's a big boy. Like I'm a big fan of all the premises they put across in this game so far.
Are you two here to take pictures with the Koholosaurs?
Really? Can we?
Wait, is this when they start charging us? That's such a big boy.
Huh? Oh, you two must be here to seek insight from Atta.
Well, I'd like to take a picture as well.
Atta? Insight?
Shh, not so loud. Openly saying their name in such a manner will only cause them to loathe you.
Wait, they're Atta?
I apologize for not explaining earlier. As you can see, Atta is the elder Koholosaur.
Oh.
My senior here is responsible to serve. Atta is highly respected among the tribe and is far more knowledgeable than other Koholosaurs. They say that Atta has actually visited the mysterious island before.
Atta looks like he's saying, and what about it?
Why do you keep bringing it up? It's embarrassing.
Therefore, we must rely on Atta's insight to know how to get there.
Really? But how do we do that? Can a Koholosaurus elder talk?
You need only slowly approach Atta. Once Atta has confirmed your scent, they will provide their wise insight. In the language of the Koholosaurs, of course. But no need to worry. The ability to interpret this language is one of the basic skills required of a guide from the people of the Springs. I can understand Atta's instructions and will lead you on the journey ahead.
Okay.
Alright, then let's give it a try.
This does seem like it is a tourist trap type thing, right?
That'll be
There you go.
10,000
There it
mora
is. There's
per
the charges.
person.
The charge. It's the first thing is never the charge. It's all the extras, right? It's like when you book a plane, you're like, man, this is so freaking cheap to get on this plane. And they're like, well, you have to we'll charge you this for this. And then you have to pay this. You have to pay this. I'm not saying planes are a scam, right? But I'm saying that, like, it feels that way.
In order for Atta to give us insight, they must recall their past, which can be extremely taxing for a Kaholasaur. Costs to maintain their health can be quite high, you know.
I'm sorry. Such expenses may arise in the process of finding our way, but as long as we reach the mysterious island, these costs will be quite trivial in the end.
Oh my god. They're like, and they're running this scam here. And again, it's what you do in a confidence scam, right? You bounce off each other. It's just that they're not perfect at this, so you can kind of see through a lot of this.
There you have it. Paimon knew there was no such thing as a free lunch.
Yep, there you go. Just pay up. Let's not make them suspicious. Yep, it will help us gather evidence for sure.
Paimon has an idea. She bets they've just made up all that stuff about the talking Kaholasaur. But if we can get a receipt, that'll be proof that they're scamming tourists.
Yeah, Paimon's so cheery for like trying to stop a full confidence game. You know, trying to stop a full scam.
With that kind of evidence, there'll be no doubt they're guilty.
What's taking them so long? Well, what do you say? I'll even throw in a group photo of you two with Atta. You won't ever find another deal like this.
I mean, it's hilarious because we could just set up a timer, right? You know,
that's
on our
an
camera.
unexpected bonus. Quick, let's pay the man.
What makes you happy, Paimon. You know what it's like? It's like the typical, like, in a TV show, you know, when you have the married couple, like, you know, and she turns to the husband, it's like, of course, pay the man, come on, you know. Honey, that sounds amazing, let's pay him. It sounds so, like, I don't know, it's really funny to me. I love the dynamic here. What makes you happy, Paimon? You know, the husband's like, honey, we're not going to get a deal like this ever again. This is so amazing. So he approached slowly. Asked it lolly. Honey, a group photo? When are we going to get that again, honey? Oh, please, Richard. Pay the man. Pay the man, Richard.
Whoa, Atta really didn't try to bite us at all.
It's a beautiful
You can also
creature.
pose now
It's
if you'd
really
like
cool.
a photo together.
Oh my god, we were ready for that. Hey! Calm down! Atta makes noise, but it's hard to tell its meaning. Tell the meaning, what?
Oh, Atta is already speaking? Let me listen to what they have
Oh
to say.
god.
Oh.
Oh, I see, he
I
says.
see.
Oh, I see.
Could you really get anything from that noise?
Of course. Like I said, only a guide like me can understand their language. Let's follow Atta's instructions and proceed to the next area.
Here's your group photo. I even packaged it up for free.
Like, it's very...
Any chance we could get a receipt for
Yeah,
that?
give us a receipt.
No problem at all. Here you go.
I was so
Please,
excited.
come with me.
Honestly, I'm excited too. This is
We
fun.
have a lot of the chief's more to use. Why don't we keep up the act and gather some more evidence?
Paimon's having a blast.
Paimon's curious what other
Yeah.
tricks these scammers are using.
I honestly think it's so fun. The idea that we're trying to stop like a scam like this.
These guys are going way too far. He keeps coming up with some far-fetched reasons to make us pay for everything.
That's what you do as well. Like, and I've even heard from like, you know, because, you know, it happens everywhere, right? There's like tourist traps, right? Like, it's just like a lot of things in Ireland are very much free. In most cases, like in some cases they're so cheap as well because like it's a very like historical place. So a lot of people just get to go to things for free. You know, a lot of our stuff is very public. But like, it's so funny, like, you know, there are some countries and it's not the country themselves. It's like, again, like in any country, just like in Ireland, you'll have like people that will try and charge like crazy prices for something very small. One of the things I saw like on a YouTube short, like a few weeks back was like someone charging money for like a $500 pizza, pasta dish. And like, there were like Italians there in the short just being like, this is a tourist trap. This is what it is. And like, again, it's not, I don't know if you can say people are dumb for falling for it because I don't think that's the case. I think in a lot of cases, it's like they all usually prey on like naive people who are new to traveling or new to a country or something like that. And again, like, it's not. I'm not trying to be like islands not like that. I'm saying like it happens in every country. It's every single country. There'll be something like that as well. If they see someone coming who, like, you know, that's a phrase. I don't know if it's a phrase all around the world. It's like, oh, they saw you coming. You know, it's kind of like you know, it'd be the equivalent of like around when there's a big festival happening in Ireland, and then like all the restaurants start to up their prices by like a lot whenever like tourists are around, because it's like, oh, they saw you coming. You know.
With all the evidence we have now, we could bring him straight to the chief and he'd definitely be convicted. But after handing over all that Mora, Paimon kinda wants to see if he'll actually take us to the island or not.
It wouldn't hurt to gather more evidence.
Sorry to keep you waiting. After all the clues we've gathered, I've managed to find a shortcut to the
And
island.
where's that? How much does it cost?
Oh, alright, then let's get going.
Over here?
Return to the skies!
See, that's like, it's such an interesting thing to have like very realistic portrayals of scam artists here as well. I think it just works so well. It's like, I love what they're doing with NPCs in Natlan. Like, I think that I can pray, because the thing is, they already did that with like a lot of NPCs in like world quests in other in other regions. But I feel like having them in the story quests as well, and having like really interesting
This is the
NPCs
spot.
in like
The
story
trails
quests
of sunlight will guide
that we
the
probably
way.
will never see again is
Once
so
you
awesome.
cross the rushing water, the
So
light
pretty.
of the setting sun shall reveal everything.
Like, bringing back Enjo, by the way. But not only having Enjo, having like Trinidad and all the characters from like the Signs of the Canopy was so fun.
Arta's insights have already pointed us to the destination. It's just on the opposite bank.
You mean we're almost there? Huh. But there wasn't even anything exciting about this journey.
Yeah, make it more exciting.
As I said before, this is a shortcut. If I took you on some arduous path after all the Mora you spent, that wouldn't make me look like a good guide, don't you think? Anyway, there's no time to lose. We need to get there before sunset.
Honestly, though, if something's too easy, something's too good to be true, as Paimon said, there's no such thing as a free lunch.
Return to the skies!
Like, this is what I mean. Like, I get so addicted to traveling as Sidlali and Kanich. It's so fun. It's just like, and it's just like the easiest, simplest thing as well.
Return to the skies!
Look at this. The music's so pretty as well. It's so fun and so simple and so easy.
According to Arta's insights, this is the place. We're here.
You mean the mysterious
This is
island?
the island?
Yes, I've led you to the island just as I promised, which means it's time for me to say goodbye.
Oh, goodbye, bro. Like, this is literally like, I could have walked here. I could have stumbled upon this place, farming.
Hold on! Are you serious? This is supposed to be the island? Then what about the treasure?
Oh my god, they set up like...
Wooden signs and artifacts.
Yeah.
You can tell it's fake.
They set up like the little battery lights you get out of the Euro shop.
All that stuff about treasure is just part of the legend. I didn't make any promises about what you'd find. And who says a mysterious island can't look...
Bro, there's human
this?
infrastructure on the side of this. There's a drum. There's literally a drum and crates for delivery and stuff. You think people are delivering to a mysterious island? Like, come on now.
Huh. Since you seem to have dropped the axe, then there's
Oh my
no
god,
need
Paimon's
for
gonna
us
do
to
the
continue
reveal.
Either. We were commissioned by the chief of the people of the Springs to gather evidence of your scamming activities. With these
Should we be revealing it now?
Your scamming days are over.
Honestly, even if we're not supposed to reveal it now, Paimon getting to do this is so funny.
You sure?
Oh my god!
Then what's written on those receipts?
No, we should have checked the receipts.
Huh. Let's see. Huh? Wait, all the writing has disappeared.
Oh my god.
I took you all this way just to buy enough time for the handwriting to disappear. Even if you were to go back to the people you paid, you'd only find that they were using fake names, making them impossible to track down.
Oh, they are real confidence men. What if... Okay, on Paimon's face looks so sad. Yeah, we revealed it probably a bit too early. But you know what would be like really great? Like, what if we just beat this guy up and drag him back? I know it sounds horrible. I don't care. What if we just drag him back to the freaking people of the Springs?
You want to report me for scamming tourists? Then be my guest. I'll just say that I'm being falsely accused. With that settled, I'll be
Do you
going.
not think we could like use our word? I guess our word doesn't work as much here in Natlan yet.
Newie's trying to get away. Let's go
Paimon looks so happy that she was revealing that, and then it looks so sad that she didn't get to actually reveal it in the end. Whoa. The chief! The chief! Did you hear everything?
The chief!
What's the chief doing here?
What's it? Oh, you're not gonna be able to scam people anymore?
I had dispatched others to secretly trail you. Thanks to you, we can finally convict him of
Heck
scamming
yeah.
people.
Convict me? How? They don't have any evidence against me. Even as the chief, you can't just level accusations without any evidence, right?
Sorry to say it, but he got us. We lost all the evidence we had. Not to worry. Let's search him first.
Hey, what are you doing? Keep your hands off me! That's my Mora!
That's my Mora.
Yes, I see the mark. Looks like you already split the Mora before you let them here.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what does that do? I thought it was gonna be a marking on the Mora for a second.
The Mora that the Traveler and Paimon were using today were all
There is,
provided
there is.
by
Okay,
me.
great, great.
They all have a special mark on them.
You...
So, there must be an explanation why the Mora that should have been theirs ended up in your hands.
This is great.
Right?
This is great. Well done, Chief. Well done, Amina.
There are no receipts to prove that any transactions took place, and you yourself just denied that there was a scam. So did you then take the Mora from them by force? Take Mora from others by force? Oh, that's an even more serious crime than scamming.
Yeah, they're both very serious and they're both very horrible. You know what I mean? It's like, it is a very it's very underhanded. It's very disgusting.
You... Ugh. All right. Sure, I admit that I coaxed them into spending a few times, but I wouldn't go as far as calling it scamming.
We have witnesses standing right here, you know.
Fine. Yes, it was all a
You gotta admit it, bro.
scam.
You got caught. You got caught. Give up all your friends as well.
No wonder you're the chief of the
Yeah.
tribe.
They're awesome.
I still don't understand how so many people have been getting duped by them. You need only stop and think for a moment to see through
I
the
mean,
whole
I think
thing.
it is like preying on naive people who like are here for the first time. You know what I mean? Like that don't know like cultural customs or anything like that. You know what I mean? Or like how money is like respected or not respected or used or the prices of things. You know what I mean? It's like, I think that's what happens.
If he claims to be able to find a shortcut to the mysterious island, then why hasn't he just gone there and claimed the treasure for himself?
That's a great thought.
Why even bother guiding others there?
That is a great thought.
That's a good point. Speaking of, have any guides from the people of the springs ever found the treasure of the mysterious island? I can answer this question along with your previous one about how to get there. The answer is actually very simple. There is no shortcut to the island, and most people don't even meet the requirement to ever reach
So
it.
interesting, like that there's no shortcut, but most people probably haven't even gotten there.
If you don't meet this single condition, then even guides from the people of the springs, despite all of their abilities, will find it difficult to overcome the obstacles along the way.
So what's the single condition?
Which is exactly why, even though the clues to the mysterious island are open to the public, few have ever made it there.
Okay.
There's a requirement?
Yeah, I'm super
What is
interested to
it?
hear what this is.
Let me ask you something first. What do you think a real journey
Is
to the
this to do with those
mysterious
orange
island
waves
should be
above
like?
us so like Mualani could help us?
It should probably involve overcoming a lot of hardships with your companions before witnessing some breathtaking sights, uncovering a really touching story, oh, and scoring some super cool treasure at the end.
All sounds very good.
And therein lies the key point. Overcoming hardships with your companions.
That's been the common theme so far in Alan. Once again.
It's said that when the first
One of the
chief
common
set
themes.
out to search for the island, the ones who accompanied him were not clients nor tourists, but his closest friends. The legend also mentioned that only those willing to entrust their lives to one another will be able to reach the island together.
It sounds amazing, right? That sounds amazing.
Therefore, the requirement to reach the island is journeying with your closest friends. The kind of friends you would trust with your
That's
life.
so awesome. It's very sentimental, but like Natlan is sentimental.
So that's the key. From what I can see, you and Paimon are exactly those kinds of friends. The kind that would trust each other with anything.
Heck yeah. Like more at this point we know each other so well.
But unfortunately, neither of you are experienced guides. And if you were to hire someone else, then I'm afraid you could probably never place your lives in the hands of someone you met
Is
on
this-
a pure monetary basis.
Is this how Mualani comes into it?
That's true. But don't feel discouraged. I believe that this beautiful land that I call my home will not disappoint you.
I mean, it's very sweet. And like they're very good. They're showing off how they're a very good chief as well, right?
Whether it's remote islands or
Look at
ancient
that.
ruins, I'm sure they can also provide you with plenty of exciting adventures. And let me tell you a secret. The elders once told me that
For
beneath
real?
these very ruins lies a way to reach the sky.
So is this the area we were in before where I was like, what is that?
Yeah, thanks for that. But knowing us, we don't give up so easily, even when a place is supposedly impossible.
Yeah,
to
we've
visit.
worked to visit places before, right? Like Enka comes to mind right away, you know?
Oh, I can understand. I won't stop you if you're still interested in finding the island. I just recommend finding a guide first who you could trust with your lives.
Please say this how Mualani comes into it.
A guide we could trust with our lives? Oh, who knows when we'll meet someone like that around here?
Maybe it won't take as long as you think.
Oh, we could go find
There we go.
Wilbur.
Awesome. Very cool way of bringing her in.
It appears you've already made up your minds. Then I'll be taking my leave. My assistants will pay you for all your help. Thanks again. Okay, bye-bye.
I think that's one of the differences. So that was Act 2. So I thought we didn't finish Act 2. We're in Act 3 now. I was like, I thought we already finished Act 2. We just started Act 2. We're now finishing Act 2. That's my bad. I was like, oh, like, wow, Act 2 is so short. But no, it's pretty much the same as the first time around, how long it is, I suppose. That's my bad. But you know what's so interesting about this as well? It very much, the tribe quests are just that. They are tribe quests. And it really feels like they focus on the tribe as like a lot, like the actual location as well, and the characters within that location, as well as focusing on the story as well. Like it's not just like about the character within the quest, because now it's going to be Mualani's quest, right? It's going to be going to Mualani's quest. But like they also focus on the whole tribe as a whole, learning about the tribe, learning about the customs, learning about a secret custom, learning about something like last time we learned about the we were in with Kinich and we learned about the Turnfire stuff, and now we're back again and we're learning about a secret island that can only be met. Oh, is she Mulan? Wait, what? Is she there? I think she is. Yeah, now we're learning about a secret island that can only be gotten to with with trusted companions you trust with your life. And after what we went through in Mualani, 100% that's her.
Black swimming floaters here.
But why? Black floaters look really cool.
May I ask whether you've had some bad luck lately?
Well, yeah, sorta. The last pair of black floaters I bought ended up getting bitten by Koholosaur. I nearly drowned. Which is why I want to buy some new ones.
Every NPC just has I guess just exercises 24/7 in this place.
I knew it. I specifically asked an expert from the Masters of the Nightwind about this once. Black floaters bring bad luck.
Really?
Also, have you by any chance become a mosquito magnet? Or found yourself overheating? Maybe even suffering a little heat stroke?
She's such a sweetheart.
Yeah, that's exactly how I've been feeling. It's all starting to make sense now.
In that case, I'd recommend either pink or blue swimming floaters. According to the experts, bright colors can not only lift your mood, but also bring good luck. I'll even offer you a discount if you'd like. Just see it as a way of celebrating your luck taking a turn for the better.
You'd really do that? Then I'll take one of each.
Because it seems like here, like, is this like...
You got it.
So she sold him a pink one, which is very pretty as well.
Well, hello there. If it isn't the traveler in
I love seeing her in like her in her natural like place, right? Just selling stuff. That's really cool.
It's been a while, Mulan.
Good to see you again.
Was all that stuff you were saying just now really true? Do pink and blue floaters really bring good luck?
Of course. I know a friend who nearly
It's awesome.
drowned
Okay,
once,
that's awesome.
But because she was wearing blue floaters, a group of Kaholosaurs came to the rescue and brought her back to shore.
So what this basically is showing us like right away, and this is just good writing. Right away they show us Mualani is not only can be trusted, we know she'd be trusted already, but they're showing it stark contrast already with the way she's selling stuff to someone because she wants to benefit them and she's giving them a discount versus the scammer we just met, right? We knew Mualani wasn't gonna be a scammer, but like it's good. They're definitely showing that contrast on purpose.
Whoa, for real?
But let's get back to why you're here. Are you looking to buy some water sports products?
We can.
Come on, don't be strangers
I
now.
adore her
I
design
can
so
give you
much.
Whatever you need. You are guests here after all. It's only natural for me to give some gifts to you.
No, we actually came here to ask you to be our guide.
Well, you've come to the right person. So, where do you want to
So
go?
quickly as well.
We want to visit the mysterious island from the legend.
A trip to the mysterious island.
Are you less excited? She was so excited. She like popped up right behind us. I love the way they're doing more cartoony things in this game too, you know, with like the different reactions.
Do you have any concerns, Mualani?
I assume you're already aware of how difficult the trip will be, right?
Yep, your chief has already made that pretty clear. But with our adventuring experience and with you as our guide, we'll definitely be able to reach the mysterious island.
Then I'll have to explain some things to you first. I learned all my skills as a guide from Uncle Nuu, and he's the best guide in the whole tribe. But apparently, even he has never successfully
We heard that like
reached
not
the
many people
island.
have.
With a good guide to lead the way, a journey should usually be fun and pleasant. However, going to the mysterious island is different, and I don't know if I can guarantee that. But since it's you two asking, I definitely won't.
That's so sweet. Thank you. Again, it's one of those things where like we haven't known each other for long, right? But you know, there's no way you don't become close with like everything that the Traveler and Mualani have been through now. Like, impossible at this stage. Not only just going to the Night Kingdom, but it's also a case of like she knows how we stuck our neck out and like went for full defense on Kachina and went to the Night Kingdom with her to get Kachina back, right? We've been there in her moment of when she got that ancient name, right? We've been there with her. So it's like really, really sick that like, you know, and it makes perfect sense. It's so cool that it makes perfect sense. Because, you know, I feel like, you know, you could easily be like, oh, they just met each other. But I think, you know, people sometimes underestimate how quickly you can bond with someone, like at all, just in general, but how quickly you can bond with someone when you've been through a lot together and when you've done something that has shown them that you are like, that could be there for them. You know what I mean? You like if you spend a week with someone in a bedroom together, for example, like on holidays or something that you weren't very close with before, you will get closer to them. The fact that she's also seen us do all this stuff as well, and we've seen her do all this stuff, and we've been through a lot. We've been to the Night Kingdom together. Like, would instantaneous make you feel like you're a little bit closer? You know?
It's just my duty as a guide to explain these things before I officially agree to go on the journey.
No bother whatsoever. Look at her, sunshine and rainbows. Sunshine and waterfalls.
Would be a piece of cake for you, but it seems like we're actually
Yeah, and then we have to be grateful.
Paimon will feel really guilty to make a friend go through a bunch of trouble just for the sake of finding some treasure.
Yeah, it's not ideal. We tend to like put ourselves out there. We don't like to always like make our friends uncomfortable.
Mualani?
Whoa, what's the hurry?
Come on, what are you waiting for? Kolo just got back to the tribe. I heard he found another underground ruin full of treasure.
Oh, Kolo's back. Wait for me.
Who's Kolo?
Oh, he's currently ranked as the #1 guide in the People of the Springs. Besides the tribe's first chief, he's the only other guide who's ever made it to the mysterious island.
Right.
Really?
He's always out and about, so we don't get to see him often. Sounds like this is quite an occasion, though. Let's go check it out. Let me put up the closed sign first. Okay.
That's
come with me.
Such a simple thing, but works so freaking well. So this is Act 3. Okay, I got mixed up there because I thought it was like the end of Act 3, but it started Act 2 before. Such a simple thing, right? Her putting up the close sign. are saying that she's gonna put the close sign. It just adds like a very like a hint of like realism to the world that grounds the world. We talk about grounding in this game so much, and the idea that like things can ground the world a little bit better. And they do that quite a bit in Genshin, where it's like, yes, all the themes and the characters have like really beautiful designs, and the world is like insanely beautiful and out there, and there's some crazy magic and monsters and all these things. But what really grounds it is that all these characters are like, you know, real people. You know what I mean? And they have to do real people stuff, and they have to do stuff that like sometimes can be like, you know, that you have to do in your everyday life, and it does ground the story quite a bit. Oh, there's the two Sumerian characters, by the way.
The crystals you asked for can only be found in caverns deeper than 500 meters underground. Here, have a look for yourself. As for the people you asked me to take along, they almost all got lost in a cave. Out of my sense of duty as a guide, I brought them all back. Next time, just save the trouble and let me go alone.
Indeed. Well done.
No wonder he's the best. I wouldn't dare to go more than 200 meters down into a cavern like that.
It's kind of crazy after playing Subnautica. I know how far 200 meters is. It's crazy. It's still 200 meters is still a lot far down.
Whoa, it really does sound like a super amazing guide. Do you think you could get some pointers from him, Mualani? Who knows? Maybe he could save us some trouble on our trip to the mysterious island.
Ko'olo always treats his experience like trade secrets. He never tells anyone anything about being a guide.
Then let's tie him up and get his secrets. I just punched my own hand there, by the way, guys. We're gonna tie him up.
Oh, okay.
But one day, I'll also be able to reach the island.
That's him, right? Do you really think you'll be able to get his help?
Allow me to do the talking.
Honestly, can I be honest with you? I think you should let her do the talking. I'm just being honest with you. She's been very, very pleasant and very nice.
You must be the top guide of your tribe. I have a commission that I hope you'd be willing to consider.
That guy sure looks familiar. Oh, aren't those two the scholars from Sumeru who were bitten
It's
by
exactly
the
them.
Koholosaurs?
Exactly them, Paimon.
They also wanted to go to the mysterious island, right? Seems they finally realized that they need a guide.
A commission? Since you've obviously heard about my abilities, have you also happened to hear about my rates? If you're not intimidated by the price, then we can talk.
Yes, I've looked into
Yes.
everything I need to know. As long as the trip is a success, then the commission fees won't be a problem.
Oh? And where is it you want to go?
The mysterious island.
Just as Paimon
Yeah,
thought.
exactly. Honestly, it might be good to hear this conversation. Oh, is that the...
But first, please don't misunderstand. I'm no
Is there more
tourist.
scammers, maybe?
I wish to visit the real place.
You hear that? He wants to go to the island.
In that case, Ko'olo's the only one for the job. But the journey to the island requires a lot more than just a guide, right?
Her hair and eyes are a really sick combo together.
Since you want to visit the real mysterious island, then I'm sure you've also heard about the requirement for our trip, right?
Yes, I know. According to the legend, only those who are willing to entrust their lives to one another will be able to reach the
He's
island
being very flippant
together.
about this.
I must reach that island, even if that means putting my life in someone else's hands. I have made up my mind.
Don't waste your words on me. The way I see it, the requirement is just a way to weed out those who do not have the skills to reach the island by themselves.
You...
He's being pretty straightforward.
You say you'd put your life in somebody else's hands? Ridiculous. Even if someone were to trust me with their life, they'd just be another burden. Let's look at it the other way around. Why would I place my life in the hands of someone whose abilities are far below mine?
Jesus.
That is what the legend is really hinting at here. Many guides in the tribe have received commissions like this, only to end up bogged down by their incompetent clients long before reaching the destination. How do you think I reached the mysterious island? I made it because I chose to go alone.
Well, I'm different. I'm no ordinary
Oh, come on, man.
tourist.
Come on.
That doesn't make much of a difference to me. You'll give up halfway at best, which is a waste of my time. And a waste of your commission fees. I can tell you're just looking to explore something new. If that's the case, then you can find another guide in the tribe. For example...
Gonna pick Mualani.
New student. Over
New
there.
student.
What's up with that guy's attitude? Paimon takes back everything nice she said about him.
It seems like he's been being a little bit rude about Mualani here, which, like, I'm not a fan of that whatsoever.
I have things to do now. Goodbye.
Like, I want to say, he's definitely flippant as heck. He's definitely being very, very not nice.
Hold on, Ko'olo.
What's wrong? I'm only introducing a potential client to you because I know you're a teacher. In fact, I'd say it's quite the opportunity.
Never mind that for now. I don't agree with your views on the island. Uncle Nuu taught me that.
So he's, but dude, don't you need to put your, okay, let's see here what it says.
You're just the same as him. You both obviously hope to prove yourselves, but still think that you have to follow the legend to the letter. Waiting for a cumbersome client to find you before
So
even
he's
trying
not following
to
it to the letter. I thought it was you have to, like, be willing to put your, okay, we'll see.
Mualani?
Yeah, I don't like that he's, that Mualani's feeling bad now.
The rare ores I brought back are proof that I've been to the island. But as for Nuu, where's his proof?
Okay, he's actually
Why
being
don't
a
you wait
bit,
until
he's
actually
being very
found
rude here.
the island before you start using his views to refute me.
Because I don't think she was, like, being mean about it. She was just probably trying to bring up the legend, I suppose. Okay.
I'm really sorry. I just wanted to take you to see what the excitement was all about. I wasn't planning on getting into an argument with him again.
That Ko'olo seemed to harbor some kind of grudge against you, Mualani.
Yeah,
Or
he was
maybe your
fairly rude to
teacher.
Mualani there. It wasn't nice whatsoever. It was not nice whatsoever.
I know. Quite an impressive achievement for my teacher, huh? Even the best guide in the tribe can't stop talking
That's
about him.
living rent free.
Oh, Paimon thought you'd be more upset.
It is. It's living rent free in his head.
Of course not. Uncle Nuu has also argued with Ko'olo before. I've already heard the same words several times now. But it's hard to prove anything to him unless you've actually been to the island.
You really hope to reach the island. So you also really hope to reach the island, right, Mualani? We can do it together. I'd love to help you do that. I would love to.
That's right. It's just that I've always seen the journey as
Heck
something
yeah.
super important and not to be taken lightly. I was really surprised when you asked me to be your guide today. After telling you about all the dangers with such a serious face, I didn't make you think that you're causing me trouble, did I?
No, not at all. Not at all. If you want, like, literally, Mualani, if you asked us to just beat up that guy right there, we would have. You know, we're in that mindset now. You know, we'll just attack people for our friends now.
Actually, Paimon did think about taking our invite back.
No, please don't do that. Actually, that is also a part of what Uncle Nuu taught me as a guide. The difficulty of the trip is the very first thing that needs to be clearly laid out to the group. If you want a chance of reaching the destination together, you must first reach a consensus on the amount of effort that will be
Okay.
required. I always felt that my teacher is no less skilled than Ko'olo. But Uncle Nuu has never been to the island, so Ko'olo always uses that to push us down. So, as Uncle Nuu's student,
Oh, here comes the guy
I've
again.
always wanted.
But don't you have that chance now, Mualani? If you'd agree to be our guide, we're completely willing to trust you with our lives.
Yeah, 110. 110%.
With the help of the renowned traveler and his trusty companion, you'll definitely be able to find the mysterious island. Then you can come back and teach that Ko'olo a lesson.
So good. So good.
Oh, Paimon. Come on, bring it in.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you got to see it.
Making Paimon
That's so sweet. Look at this.
Alrighty then. If we're gonna go, we should start
Yes!
preparing right away. I've already had the plans for this trip written out.
That's
for
so
some
fun.
time. Come with me.
Oh, you want to come too? Bro, this is a friend trip.
It's that scholar
I'm so
guy.
excited for this.
Paimon almost forgot he was still here.
Scholar guy? My name is Varamdra. Please use it.
I didn't
Bro.
expect to see you again, Traveler in Paimon.
Karia is lovely. She's such a sweetheart.
Oh, and it's that lady too. Hello again.
Such a sweetheart.
Excuse me, Miss Guide. Since we've been referred to you, would it be okay for us to join your journey?
I feel so bad for her, honestly.
I'm Mualani. Just call me by my name. As for whether or not you can come along, I'm sure you've already heard the requirements. we've only just met, and I'm not sure you're cut out for this trip. The path to the mysterious island is a grueling one.
Oh.
I admit that after coming to Natlan, I've encountered many things outside of my field of expertise. It's understandable you're worried that we'll slow you down. So how about this? We'll set off with you as ordinary travel companions, and I'll pay you the usual commission fees. But we won't officially be your clients. In other words, you needn't shoulder the responsibility of being our guide. And even if something were to happen to us, your reputation as a guide won't be tarnished as a result. How does that sound?
If you accompany us, then you are a member of the team. I could never agree to
There we
such
go.
a careless
Yeah.
deal. Oh, don't tell me you think I'm the same kind of person as Ko'olo.
She will take offense to that.
So you still refuse?
She's doing it for your sake. She is doing it for your sake, but
Fine. Kariel, put the more for the return trip in your backpack. Without a guide, the road ahead may be dangerous.
oh my god, he's gonna go by
Please don't
himself.
follow me.
Rondra?
Now he wants to go alone? Why is this guy so obsessed with that island?
Wait! Please don't do this in front of a guide. I can't let a tourist go on some dangerous journey all alone. Even my
Sweetheart.
sweet mom would give me a harsh
Such a
scolding if I
sweetheart.
ever let you do that.
that it's honestly like crazy that like, you know, Mualani it's making her feel terrible.
I'm so sorry for the trouble. Really.
Don't say that. Although it'd be inappropriate to bring along two strangers I just met, there is another solution. How about this? Let's meet up tomorrow morning at the monument near the tribe's southeastern slope. I'll see you there.
Okay, so there is something else we can
So
do.
you've decided to accept my offer?
No. My plan is to use some of our time together to turn you from
What?
strangers into friends. The kind we can trust with our lives.
A walking sunshine right here. Walking sunshine.
That's your plan? Very well then.
Wonderful. On behalf of both Barandra and I, thank you so much.
No, she's such a sweetheart. You're lucky that you bumped into Mualani.
Pretty sure only Mualani could come up
Yeah,
with a plan
exactly.
like that.
A sunshine plan. That's Mualani for you.
We need to get started on our preparations. Come with me.
Honestly, like, I really feel like I said before, like, if there was, like, I think there was a question I got a long time ago to the fishing shop. Like, there's a question I got a long time ago of, like, if you had to choose one person to, like, hang out with, like, every day. And I mean hang out with in terms of, like, having, like, a hangout with, you know what I mean? Like, as, like, friends, right? I always said that, like, Gamin would be, like, such a perfect pick, right? I think Mualani would be another perfect pick as well. I think, you know, just having two, like, sweethearts there is just would be so nice. You know?
Hey,
I think
Alapha.
they're so
I've got some
nice.
business for ya.
But after the Lantern Rise, well, like, I think Shangling and, you know, Hu Tao and all those characters as well is just
We've been over this before. The name's Yellowfath.
Yellowfath. What did she call her? Lafa. Oh, a nickname.
I know. It's just that Lafa sounds so much cuter.
Mualani's the type of person to give everyone in the office a nickname. You know?
Well, since you're the customer here, I guess whatever floats your boat.
I need a camping tent with all the accessories. Only the best you've got.
Another commission, huh? Just so you know, a full tent according to your standards is gonna be pricey. Is your client covering the bill?
How much are we talking?
We'll cover it. We'll cover it.
Don't worry about the costs. I'll take care of it.
Oh, but that's not right.
We're the clients after all. Mualani, come on, let us
Let's
pay.
make this clear, Traveler and Paimon. We're not working together
True.
like this is a hired commission.
She
are
got
we?
us there. She got us there. That's very true.
Oh, no. We're traveling as close friends who trust each other with anything.
That's what I thought. Honestly, I can be a little picky when it comes to camping equipment, and I don't want my friends to be paying for me. But don't worry, it's not that expensive.
So she's trying, it's like
We're
almost a
ready,
gesture
Lafa.
itself.
Your total is 200,000 mora.
Let us pay.
Isn't that still a lot for you, Mualani?
Let us pay. Please.
Just imagine us in the wilderness, okay? We can either sleep out in the open, tired and weary, Or simply spend a week's worth of pocket money and completely solve that
A
problem.
week?
I'd say that's a great deal.
You call that a week's worth of pocket money? Are you rich, Mualani?
Are you our rich friend?
That's not important. We still need to buy some
Don't worry
equipment
about
from
that.
another store. Come with me.
I love this mission so much. It's literally just a ball of sunshine, this whole mission. I'm having such a good time. It's obviously going to get a lot deeper, I'd say, as well as we're going forward.
Rise
Also,
like smoke.
look at this, man. I'm sorry, but traversal is totally so fun. Yeah, like, and I get where Mualani's coming from. It's like, hey, the idea of like, if you pay for me as a client, then all of a sudden, that's how we are. We're a client. So we need some instruments to play while we're camping? That sounds fun.
Afternoon, Uncle Lon.
You call me uncle, but I'm old enough to be your grandfather.
Nicknames for everybody.
you know?
Because you're still young, Uncle Lon.
Oh,
Hey, can
Mualani's
you
the
get
best.
something kind of rare? I can negotiate the price. What do you say?
All right. What are you looking for?
A record player. Specifically, the kind that's convenient to take care
that sounds so fun. A bit of music.
Oh, that model is pretty rare indeed. I thought it'd be nice to keep it as a prized collectible in the shop.
of. Uncle Lon.
Just don't break it, okay? I'll even buy it back from you when you're done with it.
Thanks, Uncle Lon.
A record player? Does that mean we need to buy some records too?
Yep, and that's our next stop.
Honestly, this is so sweet, just going on a shopping trip with Mualani. And like, it's also really good, once again, what these tribe quests and story quests are good at doing, right? Is the idea of like, oh, there's actually a record shop. It's so sick. It's showing off a character like in a greater detail, but also showing like the little things, right? And showing the little things about the tribe, showing what's important to the tribe, showing what's important to Mualani. Like, it all works to like make like everything a lot stronger when you like want to understand a character. This is so pretty as well, all the murals and painting and graffiti. I love it so much.
Hey, Paka Paka.
Mualani? Have you finally decided to release a record of your own?
Oh my god, he's like, oh my god, you could be a star.
You'd be the first I'd sign with if I ever did. But not
Do it.
Today. I just want to buy a record. The one you've been keeping from customers and listening to in secret.
Oh wow, a secret record.
That's a pretty rare record, you know? Besides, I haven't even finished listening to that one yet.
Maybe I can think of a way to connect you with a friend from the Masters of the Night Wind to release a record.
Whoa, then we could produce some really wild tunes. You've got a deal.
I love that she made this deal as well. Mualani's just like, again, showing as well how like,
That's the record.
she's not only
hustle
well
accounted
liked in
for.
the tribe, she's sweet to everybody, and not only that, she like knows how to get around and like she knows people's personalities and what they want.
For anyway.
Well, I asked a friend from the Masters of the Night Wind for some advice once, and apparently, playing this song at night is an effective
Also, it's
way
not
to
just
keep
for fun.
travelers safe and sound.
So cool.
Is that really a thing? Well, if it doesn't cost much, that's a nice way to make the trip a little more pleasant.
You know how it goes, Mualani. 20,000 mora for this record. That's the best I can do.
She gonna pay it?
Deal.
Looks like Mualani really is rich.
I love the vibe position. Is this our rich friend? Do we have a rich friend?
Should be about everything we need to buy. Next is... Ooh, I'm getting kind of nervous.
About what?
What's wrong, Mualani?
Next, I need to find my teacher and get the map to the island. Besides the legend left by the first chief, there's also a map. Well, not just a regular map, it's more like a treasure map.
Okay.
It's full of strange symbols, almost like it's a part of a big puzzle. Guides must draw from their experience to decipher the map's meaning and understand the route. The chief made several copies of the map and distributed them to the first members of the tribe. The copies were to be passed down to future generations, so usually a teacher will pass their copy to their student.
Okay.
Which brings us to today. The day I officially asked Uncle Nuu
Oh.
for his copy of the map.
Big deal.
Whoa. Hearing that is also making Paimon feel a little nervous. Sounds like it must be a pretty serious moment.
Yes, but the thought of having you two by my side somehow
yeah.
makes me feel a lot better. We won't let Uncle Nuu down, right?
I love this. I love that like she's being vulnerable with this too.
Let's go and find them together.
You know? And like, oh, okay, crowded me a bit. I love all these interactions, and it's not only showing how like prepared she is, how desperately she wants to be like, you know, not only a good guide, but like make this trip very enjoyable and comfortable for us. But they're also showing like the implications of what it means to be a guide as well, and like her, and like, you know, the idea of like passing down things from generation to generation again. They're doing such a good job of showing off that stuff as well. The themes are consistent. It's a consistent theme in this game when it comes to like, you know, sentimentality and generational stuff here in Natlan. It's almost like, you know, perfect. You know, there's nothing out of place when it comes to the generational stuff in this game. Give her the map right now.
I have a big surprise for you.
A surprise? Then you must be here to finally pick up the map.
You saw right through me, as always.
Did you forget that you had mentioned these two to me before? The ones who went to the Night Kingdom with you. In some sense, you could say that you've already trusted each other with your lives. It's just that my feelings are a little complicated now.
Right.
Huh?
Do you think that I'm still not ready yet, Uncle Nuu?
No, I believe you are the best guide in your generation. It's just that I'm not ready.
You're not ready? Oh no.
After all, the journey to the mysterious
Oh,
island is
no.
no easy feat for any guide of the people of the springs. I'm still a little worried.
Is he not ready to see her grow up?
Don't worry. With our help, Mualani will
That's
definitely
such
be able to find the mysterious
Oh,
island.
it hits me in the heart. Cause it's such like a very honest reaction, right? It's like, you know, it's like, like I know you're ready. It's just, for me, like just watching you do this is it's probably like the last step. It's the last step before she becomes like a fully fledged guide, probably. So it's like, that's it, you know?
Yeah. This time I'll definitely be able to prove that Ko'olo is no better
Yeah, let's
than
get
Uncle
him.
Nuu.
Don't misunderstand. Since you've made up your minds, I won't try to stop you. It's just... Please listen to your teacher's words once more, Mualani. Our mission as guides has never been to prove anything. There is only one thing we must do. Guide tourists safely to their destination.
I understand.
Still teaching her.
Uncle Nuu.
In that case, you may have the map. Also, take this with you.
What is it?
It's a talisman.
It's pretty pretty.
Take good care of it. You must return it to me when you get back from the mysterious island.
Was this made with spinel fruit? For some reason, this doesn't look like a regular spinel fruit to me.
Right, which is precisely why it's so effective.
Yeah?
You really know me best, Uncle Nuu. All right. Traveler and Paimon, tomorrow we'll set off. Make sure you get some good rest tonight.
Awesome. Okay. So this talisman, it's a really pretty talisman. But yeah, it really, really freaking awesome to have this interaction as well, showing that, like, you know, someone, you know, in her life definitely like sees her as, like, I guess, you know, very precious. Which again, there's a lot of people that see her as precious. We see her as precious. But it's nice to see this as well.
Yay! Paimon can't wait for another adventure.
This is great. All these interactions have been so super fun. So we have to wait till 8 o'clock the next day. That's like the story of our lives in this game. Wait till 6 o'clock. Wait till 8 o'clock. That's like every moment of this game sometimes.
It's about time to meet up now. Let's head to the spot Mualani mentioned.
Let's go. And I actually feel like it is. Look at that up there. Should we maybe switch to? Do you think we should switch to Mualani at some point? So maybe like, because it might be a very Mualani-centered trip. So maybe having Mualani with us might be a good idea. I'm definitely okay with that. Since we were Kenichi last trip as well. Mualani with the Sitlali with the grumpy face. Let's pick Mualani then.
Let's go.
Like, I'm so for that. You know what I mean? That's like, because we can still do this, which is still freaking awesome. It's so freaking cool. Yeah, such pretty sights in this game as well. Such pretty sights. No more bouncy balls for anybody. And then once that runs out, it starts getting rid of our Fulgicin. The grass here is so pretty with the yellow flowers as well. The music stops as we head up here.
Traveler, Paimon, over here!
You're here, Mualani! Oh, and those strange scholars are here too.
Good morning, you two.
Morning!
So when are we leaving?
Seems you're as excited as a child before the start of our journey.
He's been waiting for this for a while.
I just want to get down to business as soon as possible. You know this is no leisurely spring stroll, so I hope we can all act a little more professional.
No, this is friendship journey. I'm sorry, you could act professional. We're doing friendship journey.
Don't worry, I'm a very professional guide. Our journey to the mysterious island has officially begun.
Yay!
First,
That was a great yay from
do you all
Paimon.
see the statue here?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Is it an important clue?
Well, no, it's not a clue at all. He was the first chief
Jesus,
of the
it's actually
people
pretty
of the
pretty, isn't it?
Springs who came back from the mysterious island and set up this place. It's a monument. The first thing we need to do before we set off is to touch the statue and pray to our ancestors. This will make our journey to the mysterious island smoother.
Is there any theoretical basis to support
Bro, just do
that
it.
claim?
Stop. Do it.
A theoretical basis? No, but my teacher taught me it's an essential step before heading to the mysterious island.
Dude, she's literally putting her neck out for you, bro. She's literally putting her neck out for you. Please.
Very good. You didn't try to argue with me over something that you aren't knowledgeable about. That's very professional.
That's actually very funny. She's like, okay, we're keeping it professional then.
Sure, but since this practice doesn't have an empirical basis, I won't be able to include it in my thesis.
Okay, fine, just do it.
Come on, everyone.
I would find this so fun, even if like I didn't like fully believe in this stuff. Like this is like such a fun thing, like ingraining yourself in the culture of like of a tribe and their customs. It's so fun, especially since they want to welcome you into it. So fun.
Greetings to my ancestors.
Like, look, how could you not find this interesting?
As your descendant, I'm about to follow in your footsteps and witness your accomplishments. Allow me to depart under your gaze and return under your protective watch.
It really feels like we're about to embark on a great adventure.
Yeah.
Now, please get ready. We're going to look for the first clue.
This is fun. Like, this is so fun, but like...
Where should we look for the clue?
Like, it's fun for like all the elements
At
of
a
it.
place where many gather. Like a party.
Huh?
Like, it's super fun, like, on its own, right? The idea of, like, exploring Mualani and finding all these secret things, like, that's super fun by itself. But, like, I think, along with it being fun, like, it just makes me feel very, like, euphoric. Because I'm, like, getting to learn more about, like, not only, like, what Mualani believes in, but what, like, maybe a lot of people in the tribe believe in as well, along with the customs of the tribe and this trip, which is very centered around their beliefs. It was the same thing of like when we were doing the signs in the canopy, how we were so interested in the idea of what, you know, what their customs are, what this event was, what this festival was, what it means to them, and learning like the differences in how people had different opinions there as well. How there was like a divide almost in the signs in the canopy. It's so great. It overjoys me. Really, it does. So we head up this way here. We could have like warped here. Wait, couldn't we warp there? No, we might as well. Yeah, we're here anyway. We might as well walk there. Or walk there. I mean, shark there. Oh, look at the flowers. Yeah, Mualani's like is really fun as well, isn't she? That's so cool. For the next patch, they should put in like a skate park. Honestly. So this is gonna be the first clue. Is it a fruit? Oh wow, big boys. Maybe they were always that color. I'm just like very silly.
Wow, there are a lot of Kaholosaurs here.
As expected, the first clue is related to the Kaholosaurs.
When people from outside the tribe get a copy of the map, most can deduce that the first clue is related to the Kaholosaurs. But they often end up looking in the wrong direction. When the first chief created the map, he left a special mark for this part. It's a code that the tribe uses to indicate a herd of them.
This is so cool. This is so cool.
So it'll be impossible to gain any leads from just finding 1 or 2 stray Kaholasaurs.
You're a real pro at this, Mualani.
But according to the information I've been able to find, Kaholasaurs don't like gathering as herds unless it's to compete for the hot springs.
So let me tell you a secret that only a guide from the people of the springs would know. It so happens that wild Kaholasaurs periodically gather in the valley up ahead. It's almost like how our tribe gathers together for festivals. Still, as soon as the season changes, the herd quickly disperses again. Unless you're a guide who's always running across Natlan, it would be very rare to ever witness such
And this
a
is what's
thing.
so good. It's like, you can have an outside perspective on like what goes on and like read a book on like what goes on in a tribe or a culture. But like when you talk to people who actually live in that place, you might have a very different understanding of it afterwards. And I love that Mualani's giving us this perspective as well.
This is a thing?
And he's so excited about it. That's great.
And include an explanation as a part of my thesis.
According to what I've deciphered from the map, a clue is hidden deep in that
Heck yeah.
valley.
But to get there, won't we have to get through the herd of Kaholasaurs?
We'll have to think of a way to sneak past without startling them. They're gathering together with their friends, so I'm sure they don't want to be disturbed.
Yeah, they don't want to be bothered.
You mean we're going to have to walk through the Kaholasaur herd? That feels a little...
Given we've agreed to work together, everyone should do their part. However, Karia has been attacked by Kaholasaurs before, so this isn't an
So she has a bit of fear,
plan
which is
for her.
understandable. It's definitely understandable.
But it shouldn't be a problem at all for me. Let's have Karia wait here, and I'll take over all the tasks that were supposed to be entrusted to her.
No worries. We don't need everyone
Honestly,
to
this
go.
is good though, right? This is showing that like I guess like that she can trust him, and I feel like we're seeing a different side to him now. He was more than excited to be wrong about something about the Kaholasaurs because it led to new information, which shows that he actually is here for like the knowledge, right? Which is not a bad thing. It's definitely really cool, but also that he cares about her because this is twice now he's tried to protect her. So she definitely sees something that we didn't see for sure.
We actually need someone to stay and look after the luggage, so we'll leave that to you two. Traveler, Paimon.
Perfect
please come
stuff.
with me.
Perfect.
Is that so? Then that works out perfectly.
Like I'm starting to like even soften up to him a bit.
And now I understand how much you care for your assistant Skull.
Exactly. Oh, the wink.
Follow me and stay close.
Oh, I forgot you can crouch in some missions. This is so interesting. Sneak. Oh,
Oh no, we've been spotted.
Mualani.
Let's back off and try again.
These Kaholasaurs sure seem on guard. We'll never get through.
Follow me, but right into the center?
Given you've already used the information provided by the map to deduce that the clue is in that valley, why don't you simply chase them away? You're pretty strong, aren't you?
First of all, the elders of the tribe have always warned us to never hurt the Kaholasaurs. Doing so will almost certainly bring bad luck. And secondly, you can't just show up and intrude on others' gatherings, much less make them leave. That's just terrible.
But on what basis?
Okay, so can we figure out another way to enter the valley?
There must be a way to enter the valley without startling them. It'd take a while for me to come up with a solution on my own, so I'd like to ask everyone to help come up with some ideas.
I saw us walking right into the center. I would walk around.
Is there a detour or another way around?
According to the map, the clue is right in the middle of the Kaholasaur herd. Even if we try to approach from the other
Okay.
side, we'll just run into
Shut
the
me
same
up.
problem.
I love that. Because I was like, okay, why do we walk right into it? But then, like, I guess it's all over the place. So yeah, shut me up. Good. Not that it would have been a big deal anyway. Like, I know like gameplay aspects, they don't always like connect completely in the most immersive way with like the actual story aspects. So it's not like it's an upsetting thing or anything like that. But I was just like, oh, maybe we should like go around. But no, they said this is why you can't go around. And we love a game that like even can shut you up, shut me up very quick.
This is tricky.
Oh,
Karya, I've noticed that you only talk when you're trying to help smooth things over between Varamdra and the others. I'm sure you must have some ideas of your own, so why don't you share them with us?
Me? All right. When Varamdra decided to look for leads on the Koholosaurs, I wanted to help. And so I also looked up some information about the creatures.
Right.
I discovered something very interesting. We thought that the Koholosaurs relied on their hearing to track their prey, but they also possess a very keen sense of smell.
Ah.
But I'm not sure how.
So maybe
useful
we
that
use a smell
information
to distract them?
Oh. That was actually very useful.
And look at this,
Miss
everyone's
Karya.
relying on each other as well.
You can just call me Karya.
In that case, please stay here and keep an eye on the luggage. Traveler, Paimon, come with me. I've got an idea.
I'm very interested in this idea. I guess it has to have something to do with smell then. I know we're with Fermi as well. Excuse me, Mualani. Are we gonna have to, you know, meet some of these Saurians?
Found it!
What's this?
The key to making our way through the herd. If the Koholosaurs have a keen sense of smell, then even if we try to sneak around and stay out of sight, they'll still notice us once we get close enough.
Yeah.
But this plant can help us solve that problem, because its fragrance is very similar to the scent of a Koholosaur.
Also, they think there's other Koholosaurs over there?
We can apply the plant's extract to our bodies and trick their
No,
sense
we're
of
tricking
smell.
them like a zombie thing.
So, we're gonna rub plant juice on ourselves?
Don't worry.
That's really fun.
It's also good for your skin.
She's like, don't worry, moisturizing. You're gonna look amazing.
Oh, Paimon feels all wet and slimy. But this actually does smell like a Koholosaur.
Perfect. Okay, let's try to
I
make our
love
way
this.
through again.
Because it is like such an unconventional way of doing things, right? For sure. And now because we have this scent on us as well, we're not gonna be able to be seen. Bro's like, oh,
That just smells like a Koholosaur down the end of those stairs.
Be sure to stay out of sight.
but we still have to stay out of sight, of course. Yeah, like it makes perfect sense.
Follow me and stay close.
I'm just trying to like do my little sneaky thing. I never get to do this. I remember my first sneaking mission. I didn't even know you could crouch
What's that sound? Careful.
in the bushes. Oh my god, hello. Little baby one.
It's just a young Koholosaur. Don't worry, this little one doesn't pose any danger.
Little baby. This is so cool, and like it really like makes Mualani like, you know, still like the sweetest character to ever exist, but now she's even like cooler than even before. Right? Wait. Is this okay?
Follow me and stay close.
You know what I mean? Like it's so cool seeing her in action, seeing like how like, you know, they interact with the nature and how they know about the oh god.
How could there be so many here? We can't get through. Oh, I have an idea. Wait here.
Sure. Look at that bridge over there. It looks so sick. She's like, hey. Oh no, she actually, oh my god. Much better. I was going to be like, hey, get over here. She actually did like a sound of an animal. Or sound of a Koholosaur. Baby Koholosaur?
Come on.
That's so fun. That's so good. Oh, now they're sleeping.
Follow me and stay close.
Should we be pressing the circle button for this?
Careful. Don't startle
I feel like
them.
we should. Bro has his face like plant on the ground. He is going to be asleep for hours.
Follow me and stay close.
And rightly so. You get your sleep, brother. You get your sleep.
We must be getting close.
Look, a bunch are gathering around that rock.
It's so cool
What
to
are
see.
they doing?
It's so cool.
Maybe when things start to get boring, they gather together and talk about something fun? Too bad I can't understand what they're saying.
But Paimon thought guides from the people of the springs could understand Koholosaurs.
Sounds like someone has been trying to trick you.
True, they were definitely trying
Yeah.
to scam us. Huh? Do you see that on the rock?
Whoa.
It looks like some kind of
Did it just
drawing.
appear or was it like just loading in? I'm not sure.
I've heard that that there is a type of moss that changes color when it reacts to the
There we go.
biological signals released by Caholosaurs. But to trigger that sort of reaction, you'd need a huge number of Caholosaurs. That must be the clue!
Should we take a picture?
Oh, the flash might disturb them. Let me
She's
try to
so
copy it
sweet,
down.
right? Again, she doesn't want to disturb them in any way. Like, I know, obviously for the mission itself, but of course she doesn't want to bother them either. Mualani copies down the mossy drawing and quietly leads you back to the way you came.
So we've passed the first stage of the journey now, right?
I see. Had we chosen to drive the Caholosaurs off, then we never would have found this lead. Seems there was a logical basis for everything you said after all.
Okay, so he's getting better at his interactions, but still, this is pretty, like, not nice at all.
Has he always been this way, Miss Karia?
I think it's a big step for him, right? Obviously, he was still a bit backhanded. Oh, it seems like there was after all. But, like, I don't know. I think it's a big step for him, right? To me, anyway.
He's just obsessed with his
Yeah.
research. That's
For someone who, like, is probably pretty stubborn to be like, oh, like, it actually was true, you know? And yes, it is backhanded. It's 100% backhanded. And I'm not a big fan of backhanded comments. It's, like, bothers me so much because I think people use backhanded comments as a way to, like, say something mean, but then deny all accountability when they say something mean. You know what I mean? But I still think he's trying. I think he's trying a bit more than he was before. Or maybe it's just like it's just the way he is. It's his own personality. But like it's like when someone says like, "Oh man, like you're a really good driver for, you know, being like an idiot." That's a bad example. It's like you're oh wow, this food actually tastes really good, right? And like people say like. And the reason they do that, people would do that, is because they're trying to say like, oh, you cook this. But like, if you then call them out and be like, dude, what's up with the backhanded compliment? It's like, everyone else around them be kind of like, dude, he complimented your cooking, right? It's like, oh, and most people can understand that nowadays, you know, like that it is kind of like backhanded compliments can be very, very rude. Wow, you actually finished this test? Huh. Well, golly gee. You know, it's like very like, oh, you didn't expect me to do this?
At least this has shown that my judgment is
100%.
correct. I've proven my trustworthiness. And so, there should be no need for us to argue
There you
next
go.
time.
I'll agree with that 100%.
Yes, I understand.
There you go.
And I suppose that'll help us avoid
There we go.
wasting
Okay,
time.
we're loving this. We're loving this.
Mualani really knows how to lead our
She's a
group.
professional guide after all. And I love how she's being a bit stern while also being very sweet.
Next, we'll need to use the lead we found to uncover our next destination. Now, what does this pattern represent?
Huh.
Hard to tell.
I'll let you guys figure it out.
Doesn't have any idea what it's trying to get at.
Aha! I got it.
Mualani's just like, she's so good at this. Look.
Though the
Her nails are
lines
so
are
pretty.
kind of rough, I can still see that they represent the boundaries between the water and the land at Jade Skirt Knoll. We can use this to fill in the hole on the map and find our next destination.
Awesome.
Really? You got all that just from some rough lines?
Well, intuition is also a part of it. Maybe I've just seen too many maps as a guide, and now it's easier for me to pick up on patterns like that. All right, break time is over. Let's get ready
Yeah,
to
she's a
move.
great leader, isn't she? Yeah, he just has to watch it with the backhandedness. But I love seeing Mualani in her like most like natural and amazing state, right? Like she's just so good at this, and she's so good at respecting the creatures around her. She's so good at respecting the idea of the heritage around her as well. It's just really nice to have her as a guide, and not even as a guide, as a companion. We should say companion because that's what she wants to be. It's so nice to have her around here. I'm looking up here at the sky, like it's freaking amazing. I hope we get to go up there sometime. Sorry, Mualani. It's my bad.
Let's ride.
Oh, this is like a boss area here. Like this is where you usually would find like a Geo
This is the
Bishop
place.
or a Hydro Geo Bishop or an Electro Geo Bishop.
So, where do we go next?
Calvin, they're not all Bishops. Not with that attitude, they're not.
I'm not completely sure yet. The map seems to indicate there's a mechanism here that crosses the water. But I still need to think about what these lines might be referring to.
I knew it. My theory was
What theory?
correct.
Sounds like he's got something to say again.
Paimon has the right attitude. It's like, yeah, like he's growing on me, but he needs to like, rein it in still.
If you have any suggestions, then please feel free to share.
I believe the mechanism that the lines are indicating is a spirit way.
A spirit way?
That is a possibility. But I don't remember anyone from the tribe setting up a spirit door around here.
I want to make it clear as well, like, also, like, I don't like him being backhanded to Mualani of all people. I just think that right now it's like, if I call out his, like, backhandedness every 2 seconds, we'd probably be here forever. Mualani's, been nice enough to set everything up for him, I suppose.
According to my theory, it might not have been set up by humans. The dragons living in Natlan also used a similar device, long before the humans. Speaking of which, the spirit doors your tribe uses may have been built imitating the dragon ones.
What's with that toad?
Oh, I remember now. Uncle Nuu did mention this possibility to me before.
After learning about the legend, I realized that it was connected to my research, and so I looked up a lot of related information. Even though I haven't found an exact route to the mysterious island, I'm fairly certain I've deduced the geographical features of the island's surrounding areas.
Okay.
Firstly, it's at an intersection between water and land, and secondly, there should be a high concentration of phlogiston. My research indicates that the spirit way was originally a natural phenomenon caused by the flow of phlogiston. Therefore, the area must contain many potential spirit ways, and the dragons who lived here in ancient times may have left behind some devices to control them.
This is so sick that we're learning more about the dragons here as well. Or like we're hearing about the dragons.
Oh, amazing. Now
I look at that. She like takes this as such a good thing. She's like, we get to learn more,
Now everyone's contributing to
Oh
the
yeah,
team.
good Paimon. That's actually great. Honestly,
You flatter me.
Paimon getting it back with a backhanded compliment as well.
We should already be very
Great.
close to the mysterious island. Once you've unlocked the mechanism, we'll be able to derive the island's location.
All right. Then let's start searching for the dragon's spirit door.
That's just a quick and easy name. I won't be able to include it in my thesis. Given the dragons used the device long before the humans, we should stick with a name that references no human concepts. Calling it a phlogiston node would be much more appropriate.
Then let's
Look how
start
agreeable she
searching
is,
for the
right?
phlogiston node.
Because she understands there's no use arguing about
Speaking
it.
of which, what does it look like exactly?
If I'm not mistaken, look that way.
King Dejret's mausoleum? Oh. I was like, dude, I don't think you want to go there.
Whoa, it started glowing! This should be it,
I was like, bro, why are you pointing at King Dejret's mausoleum?
Looks like we can activate it once we get close enough. The light does remind me of a spirit way. But according to the map, there should be 2 more phlogiston nodes. Let's keep searching, everyone.
Great stuff. Yeah, like I think it's a common theme in this, how do I say it? There's a boss here, by the way, underwater. What the hell? That's terrifying. There is like a common theme in this story is not only Mualani like, doing what's best for everybody, but also I feel like there is like an element of like, I don't know, like it really feels like there has been like 2 characters that have been a bit backhanded, you know what I mean? But I think he is learning. I think he is, because she's been absolutely fantastic, and I'm gonna go this way because I know for a fact it might drop me into like a world quest. Like, to me, it's a good thing, because again, she is fantastic, and I think it's a good thing for Mualani as well, showing how good of a guide she really is.
Off we go.
The reason she's such a good guide is not just because she knows this place well, or she's been working hard to be a guide for her whole time here.
Paimon sees it! Oh, but it's way up high. We'll need to find a way up there.
Activate the node. But it's also the fact that, like, when she was gaining new information, she was like, that's awesome. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's so sick. Can we just activate it like this? Do we just have to touch it? Yes, awesome. You know what I'm saying? It's like I think the acceptance to understand you are wrong sometimes, and also to understand that there's stuff you don't know is like makes you a really great leader as well. Oh God. Music's so pretty here as well. He's just like, wait, no, it's our time. We need scream time.
We finally found all of them.
Great work, everyone. Okay, now first, we need to figure out how to control this thing. Its qualities are very similar to that of a man-made device, but it doesn't seem as intuitive to me.
Is there something wrong?
See, look at this. After activating a normal spirit door, we could just go ahead and use it. But this one requires someone to stay and keep operating.
Okay.
Here. Also, according to the map, we need to activate the mechanism and switch between different phlogiston nodes to change the path of the spirit way. If we don't operate the nodes properly, then the people on the spirit way will come tumbling from the sky.
Right. So that's a big problem.
Isn't that super dangerous?
In theory, the process should be very safe, but only if the 3 phlogiston nodes are each being operated by someone.
Do you think you'd be able to operate it? I just tried, and it clearly requires more skill than a typical spirit door.
Though I've never tried before, I've read a lot of information and theoretically should be able to properly control it. Let me give
She's
it a
good
try.
at do like, you know, giving out jobs as well, right?
Huh? But in theory, this
But
shouldn't
in
happen.
theory.
If Varandra can't control it, then that also rules out me.
Okay, well, how about
So what if
you?
we're able to do it?
After all the adventures he's been on, handling something like this should be easy peasy.
Will it work?
All right, then it'll be up to the
So
traveler
cool.
to stay here and operate the phlogiston node. I'll go.
I love how,
activate the
like,
mechanism.
again, it's just like, it's putting us to decide, which they've done a few times in these quests where we played as other characters, right? Like, it's putting us to decide for a bit. It's actually kind of neat.
I'll let you know when we need to switch nodes. Just make sure you quickly head to the corresponding node, and we should
Like,
make
at
it
one point we were
safely.
playing as Kachina.
Wait, but handling it this way sounds even more dangerous, Mualani.
Don't worry. It looks like the spirit ways are all above the water. I'm pretty good at swimming, so I'm not
Heck
afraid
yeah.
if I
Yeah,
end
no,
up
you're
falling.
very talented at this stuff.
But it's so high, and you'll be falling so
Ah.
fast. If we don't manage to reach a node in time, or if we make a mistake, there's a lot that can happen.
Do you still remember the promise
Yes.
we made before we left?
Yes, we have
Paimon?
to we have to trust each other in this way.
Only those
Yep.
who can trust each other with their lives can reach the mysterious island. Since you two are willing to trust me, then naturally, I'm
So
willing
good.
to trust
Yeah,
you.
and this is putting that to the test. We have to trust each other. Claudia's like, that's great. Just leave it to us. Exactly.
Please be careful.
Trust her and she'll trust us. So do we have to activate the nodes probably? When doing Spearway Challenge, you can jump and switch to adjacent tracks when close to another track. Jump while holding down the directional movement to control the switch of tracks. This is going to be so fun. This is going to be so freaking fun. We already know they're fun, right? And this music as well, and the little blocks here. This is so great. Like, we've already done this before, right? We've been on one of these before, but not one this of this length. This music along with it also.
Now switch to the spirit way on the right.
Great stuff. And you know what's so cool about this as well? Quite like the stuff that was happening with Kanichi, like this time around.
Please activate the next node.
Wait, did we go wrong?
Paimon heard Mualani shouting just now. Let's go find
Wait, we have to do, oh my god, we have to do this as well? So sick. Yeah, like with Kanichi with the signs of the canopy, like of like, you know, the swinging motion that is, you know, in his area, like he does. We're now getting to do Mualani's traversal methods as well. So fun. Are we gonna switch back to Mualani again? Hopefully. Yes. This is so fun. Like, it's such a blast. I could do this forever. It really feels like this side part of like a platforming game almost.
The path ends up ahead. Switch to the next spirit way
nice. I feel like they were very nice with that switch there.
Traveler, get to the next node!
I love the way they're doing this, and it shows the teamwork and the trust between all of us, right? It really does, like, show exactly, like, in a physical form, in a gameplay form, how the trust is there between us. So cool. It's so great. Oh, we missed that one, did we? Can we go back around? I'm guessing so. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it shows in a very specific gameplay form how we're working together. How everyone's working together. This song is great. And there we go. Oh, can we keep going? It's legitimately it's such a fun minigame. It really is. I could do that for hours. You were perfect.
You were
She was.
amazing, Mualani. There were a couple of moments Paimon thought it was over.
I'm confident I could do it all over again. Wait, why are the phlogiston
Oh.
nodes no longer lit?
Oh no.
Are they only able to be lit for a specific time?
It appears the phlogiston nodes here need to automatically recharge. Once they're activated, they'll be unusable for some time.
In that case, no matter what happens next, we have to seize our chance. Otherwise, who knows how long we'll have to wait for another shot.
Do you hear that?
Hear what? The rain?
The weather's getting gloomy, and a bunch of whirlpools just appeared in the water.
Yes, we need to get to higher ground and take a look.
Just jumping into action right away again. Very energetic.
Hey, look over there.
Whoa, there's a giant whirlpool over there.
Yep, and that's our next stop.
Huh? What do you mean?
What you pointing towards? Just hey, go there. Again, showing that trust. Just trust Mualani.
The info I deciphered from the map points to only one possibility. To reach the mysterious island, we must enter that massive whirlpool.
No way.
So we have to go under the water? Is that where the boss is going to appear?
Forgive me for being frank, but as a guide of the people of the Springs, I'm sure you understand the danger of such a vortex even better than
I think
we
when they
do.
get into the more dangerous parts, having the rain, like, you know, being a very effective tool to, like, accentuate the drama is a really good idea, too.
Yes, I know. But whether it's the information deciphered from the map, or the direction of the spirit wave that I observed in the air, everything points to the path ahead being hidden in that whirlpool.
And what if you're wrong?
I'm willing to trust Mualani on this, to be honest. Yeah, I'm 100% willing. You should be too. You were growing so much. He's still very stuck in his ways, and this is not what you need to do to get her. You need to have that trust.
I'm not trying to be unreasonable. Unfortunately, I'm very knowledgeable in
Yeah,
this area.
so's Mualani's here having like first-hand experience with this place, you know?
The spirit waves must have affected the nearby bodies of water and lowered the water level. That's why the whirlpools appeared. At this rate, some of the land that was once underwater will soon reappear at the surface and see the light of day again.
I put my neck out for you,
Don't
man.
you think that sounds more like the definition of a mysterious island? So, our goal should be the shallow waters. If we enter that vortex, the undercurrents will drag us to the bottomless abyss.
He does seem to have a point.
I can't find any evidence to refute your claim for the moment, but I still
That's the thing,
trust
and I
my
still
judgment.
trust Mualani's judgment. And again, there's nothing wrong with him being worried about that, right? But I just like really, I do trust Mualani.
Then it seems like it's time for our collaboration
Bro.
to come to an end.
But didn't we all agree to trust
We did,
each
and it was
other?
going well. It was going so well.
I have reached this conclusion based on my field of expertise, and I cannot deny it, even if you try to convince me otherwise. From now on, let us each choose our
Okay,
own
that's
way.
fine, but like honestly, dude, like it was going really well. This whole relationship was going so well.
No, I
Get him,
refuse.
Mualani. Mualani's way better than I am.
Letting your clients separate themselves from the group in the middle of a journey will result in the worst luck possible.
Okay.
I will not agree to that.
Then we can implement the plan I proposed at the very beginning.
No,
You're not my guide,
no.
And as such,
No.
you don't have to take
Yeah,
responsibility
but dude,
for me.
the reason that you were even on this journey is because she made a different deal with you. You can't change the
Oh,
deal.
but you can't do that once
Yeah.
you've traveled together as a group. If you were to leave now, we'll all be hit with bad luck. It's now beyond both
Yep,
our
there you go.
control.
And like, I really feel like it would like if this is all about like being companions and trusting each other with each other's lives, you know, showing a complete lack of trust for each other and each other's judgment and working together towards the end. If this is towards the end, but it seems like we're going underwater, it seems like it definitely is like an end point of some kind. Yeah, it seems like it would go against the idea of this trip.
How about this? You and Karia wait here. We'll go
I
first
love the
and
different camera
investigate
angles
the
they're doing as
whirlpool.
well.
I know you like to explain everything with theories and logic, so let me build my case first.
Look how
and
good of
then
a
I'll come
leader
back
she
to
is, right?
convince
Instead of like, because again, you saw me, I was ready to drop him. I was ready to be like, okay, go. But like the way she's doing it is like, look, since you like theories and logic, let me build my own theory and I'll come back to you. Like she's like, okay, I'll actually work with you in this way.
Well,
Dude, you're getting met more than halfway. She's reaching over the halfway line and shaking your hand.
Traveler, Paimon, let's get
And again,
going.
I understand his frustration. I understand how scary it will be. I want to make that clear. It would be terrifying. If someone told me to go into a whirlpool, I'd be like, Mualani, really? But I still think that it's like a situation where, you know, I trust her. Look how beautiful this looks. Wait, is this a... Wait, it isn't? You can still go anywhere? Holy crap. You can still go anywhere.
you're better acquainted with her than I, so you should tell her to carefully reconsider her decision.
Varundra is quite knowledgeable about Natlan's geography, so his ideas might also be worth
100%.
considering. Perhaps you can give
No,
it some
I
thought.
think it's 100% okay to be worried about it and also give your area of expertise as well. That's so great, right? But like to give up on the journey just because like, you know, Mualani wants to trust her judgment is, I don't know, I just don't think it's the right thing to do. I really don't. I think it'd be a very silly thing to do. Wrong button. There we go. The boss is right there, by the way. It has to be this, right? Like, look, the boss is right under there. Like, are you kidding me? It has to be.
Whoa. The massive whirlpool is up ahead. Just
It's
the thought of
terrifying,
going
yeah.
in there is making Paimon
It's so scary.
dizzy.
Do you also think that this is a reckless decision?
I'm just like, the thing is just, I'm in the mindset, like me, Calvin, in the mindset of like, if Mualani jumps in there, I'll jump in after her. You know what I mean? I do trust her.
It's okay. That's
Yeah.
completely normal. Actually, I completely understand how.
Like you said,
Varundra
it is
feels.
understandable. I just don't want to end the journey over a squabble, even though I would be so ready to drop them if we had to, but obviously we can't.
This is just how it is to be a guide. The tribe's experiences passed down from generation to generation are what give us the ability to guide our guests through hardships. This gives us the power to decide which way we should go. But it also means that we must bear the consequences of our mistakes and
Yeah.
judgment, which could be quite dire this time.
I think that's actually like a great way of putting it. It's like, yeah, like you have to, you know, decide where to go, but also you if you make a mistake, it's on you as well.
Although I'm pretty convinced that all the leads we have collected are pointing us to the whirlpool, I still don't know what awaits us
Even if you're wrong, Mualani, I'm willing to just follow you for now. For not even for now, to the ends of the earth.
If the scholars still choose to reject my plan, I won't have the confidence to ask them to only do as I say.
Right.
The same goes for the two of you. You are the commissioners, so if you think this is too risky, then it's perfectly reasonable if you want
Let's
to
start
end
the trip here.
The good news is that I know the way back to the tribe very well.
Oh, the star.
Mualani?
We've already made a promise to each other. We'll reach the island together.
Traveler.
Yep. There's no way we're leaving at this point, Mualani. If Mualani, if you literally said we're going into hell, by the way, right now, we're gonna meet Satan, I'm like, okay, putting on the costume party devil horns right now. Like, I'm doing it.
That's right. You've trusted us before, Mualani. Now it's our turn to
Yeah.
trust you. Besides, it's gonna take more than a whirlpool to scare the two
To
of
figure it.
us. make it back from the Night Kingdom. After an experience like that, what's so
That's
scary about being
yes, and we were mentioning earlier how like that brought them so close together. But yeah, like the Night Kingdom is not nearly as scary as this. Or I mean, the whirlpools won't be nearly as scary as the Night Kingdom.
Come on,
I love
bring
the
it in
cartoony
again.
style of Nalan.
Alright. Let's investigate this whirlpool and see if we can gather any info to convince
Heck
that
yeah,
scholar.
I'm so for it.
Matters of luck aside, he definitely knows a lot about geography, and we'll need him on the team.
I love that. I love that they're showing how everyone's needed.
No, it's just that we can't see much from here. I'll get closer to the water and have
Great.
another look.
Wait a sec. Is it just Paimon, or does the whirlpool seem to be...
Oh, so should we go as quick as possible?
You're right. Maybe it's just like the phlogiston nodes and can only be active for a certain amount of time.
That means we need to hurry.
Miss Guide, we have
Huh?
a problem.
No.
Karia?
What
are
happened?
you doing here?
I tried to persuade him, but Varandra
Oh
insisted on
no,
verifying
he's
the
very
theory first.
headstrong and stubborn.
He said that the water to the south was about to be shallow enough to wade through. But after he took a few steps,
Oh
the water
no.
suddenly began to surge and he was
And that's the
swept
lack
away.
of trust again. It's like, man, you just wait. Mualani was meeting you more than halfway.
I'm not much of a swimmer, so I came to
But
call
right
for
now,
help.
it doesn't matter about the whole like I'm right, you're wrong thing. It never mattered. What matters is making sure this guy is okay.
Oh, why did this have to happen now? Can we still make it into the whirlpool?
No time to hesitate. I'll get in the water and rescue him. Just tell me which
And
way
look at
he
this.
went,
This is
Karia.
Mualani. Oh, look, she's picking up her shark. She looks awesome. Mualani is like 100% willing to like, let go of her idea if it means saving this person. That is true teamwork to me. That is 100% true teamwork. Wait. With this music as well? Oh my god. Genshin. I am so freaking impressed again. This is so awesome. Oh no.
He's been pulled away by
That's scary as heck, by the way. This is so cool the way they did this. Her big hero moment as well.
Not here either.
It is. Oh my god, this is the freaking like battle theme.
We found him.
Where is he? That was awesome. That was so awesome. A big hero moment, right? So cool. But obviously, like, this is not cool, but like that moment itself was cool.
Karia came and found us just
Yeah.
in time.
Such a great moment. Like it's such like a thrilling moment whenever we have a character like do something that is like, especially with like the battle theme, like that's like a moment like they do in anime sometimes where it's like the main theme will play as this character is about to like do something like really freaking cool or about to do something to save someone or about to go into battle. Like they did such a good job with that. The music's so peaceful here right now.
Goodness, you're all right. Thank you so much, Miss Guide.
Honestly, like, yeah, when it becomes about safety, she made the right decision for sure.
Didn't I tell you to wait for me?
Yeah, and he made the wrong decision.
Judging by the changes in the water's surface, the path to the mysterious island wouldn't be around for long. I didn't want to miss this opportunity.
It sounds like from what he said earlier, with being bait and all this stuff, he's willing to just like sacrifice himself for this information.
It's just... I didn't expect my calculations to be wrong. It seems you were right.
There you go, right? And I've been given like tiny bits of credit for like, learning and getting better. But like, it's okay to be wrong, right? It's okay to outright say I was wrong.
Right.
You know?
Who knows if we can make it back in time now? Huh? Well, the whirlpools have
Oh my god.
Seems we missed our chance.
Oh no.
Why would you give up on such an opportunity to come rescue me?
You are a living person.
How can you say that? It's already bad enough that you had to be left behind. Do you think I'd let anyone in
Exactly.
my group drown?
You don't know Mualani well enough if you're thinking that she's just gonna let you drown.
I'm really sorry.
Don't feel guilty, Karia. I think if I reactivate the nodes, that will cause the whirlpools to reappear.
But we don't have power in the
The only
nodes?
problem is that we still don't know exactly when
Yeah,
we'll
they need
be
to
able
recharge
do
maybe.
that. It's already getting late now, and we've been on the move for a whole day. As your guide, I suggest we make camp first and have a good meal. We can talk about the other stuff tomorrow.
Now that mention it, Paimon is feeling a little hungry.
It's good. I know, that's always a good idea. It's a miracle she hasn't mentioned food for so long. Oh, well, she's allowed to mention food whenever she wants.
Hey, Paimon's stomach can be very sensible. It won't interrupt while everyone's busy solving puzzles.
It's a very intelligent stomach. I love her so much. She's so sweet. I love Paimon so much.
We have plenty of tasty things to eat. Let's just find a suitable spot to make camp. I like that place right over there.
Great. Yeah, like, it really is one of those things where it's like, it's once again showing how great of a person Mualani is, right?
The spot? Let Paimon and the Traveler help set up the tent.
Yeah, the way she, like, you know, like, it's like he values that research so highly, but I know for a fact, the way he talks about it, though, if there's one thing he cares probably more about than the research that he's doing, it's the lady that's right beside him.
Go ahead.
It seems that way to
I'll take
me.
care of the fire. Oh, and here's a little camping tip. It's best to set the tent upwind from the campfire.
Look how smart she is. So smart. So smart. So it's crazy, man. Like, because again, like, yeah, we lost out in the whirlpools. He's gonna be feeling, oh, look at the...
Okay.
It's so
that's
cool.
Good.
What do you think of the water around here, Fremi? No, it's crazy all this stuff even happened, right? It really is. But it just shows how, you know, great Mualani really is, you know? It really does.
What do you think? This is a specialty dish I learned to make that's perfect for camping.
It really hits the spot. You're a great cook, Mualani.
Karia helped out quite a bit, so she deserves some credit too.
Yeah, always making sure everyone gets the credit too.
No. I'm just happy I was able to help out.
No, it's awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. Whoa. Whoa.
What was that sound? Oh, it's scary to camp out at night.
No, I got you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
Don't
it.
worry. Remember the record player I bought?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna go turn it on.
We get to see it in action. Being on a camper trip with Mualani, absolutely fantastic. It's nice seeing everyone smile, right? It's nice seeing everyone, like, less tense. Even after someone just drowned, like, it seems like everything's getting better, you know?
Listen. Not bad, right?
Well, I hope it is anyway, because I think this will probably hopefully show him, like, how to trust Mualani more.
Wow, so it really works. Paimon thought you were just playing it for good luck.
No, it's awesome. That's such an awesome thing.
My parents told me that most of the valuable experience from our ancestors is hidden in various customs. It's always better to trust our traditions.
Guess that makes sense.
In a sense, this trip to the mysterious island is also a custom left behind
Gorgeous
by the
music
first
again.
chief of the tribe. I wonder what kind of experience he's
And
trying to share
and
with
that's what we're
us.
saying. Like, it's such a consistent thing in this game, in Natlan. The idea of heritage and ancestors and people that came before you, literally. And it's what Mavuika was saying. Like, the past is joining with the present to walk towards the future. You know what I mean? What kind of person was he like?
Yeah, Paimon would like to know too.
Even though I've heard my parents tell stories since I was little, I actually don't know too much about him. It's said that he was the first person to make a map of Natlan. And even the first person to become friends with the Kaholasaurs.
Oh, for real?
That sounds pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. There isn't a place in Natlan that he didn't visit. Even the most remote parts bear his footprints. Even now, no one has even come close to his reputation and status as a guide. His trip to the mysterious island is the most legendary of all his accomplishments. But oddly enough, after returning from the mysterious island, he laid aside his yearning for adventure and chose to settle down. That's how the tribe was founded.
Right. This is so cool learning about all this stuff as well. They put such, yeah, like I said, such an emphasis on the past.
It really makes me wonder what the journey meant to him. A camping trip shouldn't be this stuffy and quiet. Everyone needs to help make it more lively.
But it's okay to have thoughts as well. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
How about this? Before we rest for the night, let's have a bonfire party.
Oh, Paimon's very happy with that. Look at the thumbs up. I love to do with him so much.
If we're going to go plunging into that whirlpool tomorrow, then wouldn't it be best to try to rest and conserve energy now?
Now's not the time to be a party pooper. You ought to agree to ideas from the one who rescued you.
Yes,
today.
okay, yeah, be a bit stubborn with this, Mualani. You got your butt saved today, alright? Listen to her.
Yeah, she's right.
All right. So what do the rules stipulate for a bonfire party?
Rules? A bonfire doesn't have any rules. Everyone just needs to have a good time. How about this? I'll ask everyone a question, and then we'll take turns saying what's on our mind.
Sounds so fun.
Okay, sounds fun enough.
Yeah. I love that Pipe was just so excited for a camping trip.
So, for the first question, what's the purpose of a journey?
For me personally, the purpose of a journey in Genshin is to not only help people, but also to gain experience and, become closer with friends. That's how it feels like with Paimon as well.
Oh, we were just talking about this.
Let's hear everyone's ideas, and maybe we can figure out what the first chief was thinking
That's awesome.
back when he made the
She's
trip.
really curious about this as well. I love that she's like, she's showing us her interests as well.
Paimon can go first. If you ask Paimon what the purpose of a journey is, it'd definitely be about treasure and all kinds of delicious food.
Very typically Paimon.
Most importantly, it's about making
Yes.
a trip together with your companions.
I agree. It's my favorite part of any trip that we make.
Yes, I can't agree more. Okay, next person. How about you, traveler?
The purpose of a journey. Whoa. You closed your eyes and recalled the moment you were separated from her. You remember the purpose of your journey has been to find her all along, but you've yet to achieve your goal. You don't seem to see any other meaning for this long journey. That tells me that what's happening now with the traveler is not a disregard of Paimon or a disregard of the companions along the way. It's more of a case of like, this is on his mind all the time. Oh my god! That's good. That's so good. You suddenly recall the sound of the windmills creaking in Mondstadt and the sight of a colorful night sky in Liyue Harbor. Oh my god. I was legitimately so worried that like his mind was going to be so clouded, which is what it would make sense. It's his sister, but he's thinking about all the other stuff too. You remember the moment you stepped into the islands of Inazuma with the falling sakura petals. You remember following the smell of coffee in Sumeru. You hear the sound of the tide and return to the waters of Fontaine, swimming alongside the schools of colorful fish. These things seem to be the real meaning of your journey.
You sure are taking your time thinking about it.
Where should I even start?
Oh, I get it. You must have passed through many nations before making it
The
to
animations are so
Natlan,
good.
right?
Yeah, like all the stuff we've been through.
It's quite
It's crazy.
possible that your experience traveling is more than what I have as a guide. It's understandable that you can't explain it off the top of your head. Why don't I circle back to you later? You can tell me once you have a clear answer.
That's so good. I adore her so much, but I love that that's what he remembered, right? And it's quite sad, right? Like in a way, like it's not sad. It's somber. Somber is the word we use a lot in Genshin because it does feel the way. It doesn't feel sad. I can stay on this post forever. Look at that. Look at that. If that's the thumbnail, by the way, you guys are here for the thumbnail right now.
Next, let's hear what Karia has to say.
Me? If you ask about my travels, well, this is actually my first time traveling.
Oh, right.
So I don't have anything useful.
Yeah, but what has this meant to you, I wonder? This first travel? Because like hearing us talk about all of our travels, it's also really interesting to hear someone talk about, the other side of the travels as well, like someone who hasn't traveled that much.
That doesn't matter. This is a party around the bonfire, not some research seminar.
All right. If I had to say what the meaning of a journey is, I'd say it provides an opportunity for true companionship.
Nice. Honestly, we love it.
Before you reach the destination, you don't need to think about anything outside the trip itself. As long as you stick together with your companions, you won't have any trouble to worry about.
Yeah, I get it.
That's so nice. And again, that's from the perspective of someone who, look at the smile, look at the little smile. That's from the perspective of someone who just joined on these, on her first trip. And she's like clearly learning a lot from like everyone around her as well, like Mualani and us as well. It's really sweet.
I'm on too.
Yeah, no, it's great. Like, because when the traveler thinks about all the stuff that happened throughout our journeys of Sumeru, Inazuma, Mondstadt, Liyue, you know, Fontaine, like, I think about, yes, the scenery, and you can always remember the first time you entered into one of those areas, but then, like, the scenery is then matched to me with all the people that you meet also.
Uh-huh. I hope that didn't sound too
No,
silly.
my god, amazing. It was amazing.
All right, now it's Faramdra's turn.
He's like, I like research.
All right, if you insist.
Research, research, research.
In my opinion, our goals and dreams in life are all in pursuit of what we call results. The so-called journey is but a path that leads to these results.
I'm a big supporter of the idea of the journey is more important than the end, usually.
So, the greatest meaning of a journey lies in managing to find the right result.
The right, sometimes it's not always right, though. Sometimes it's not going to be always right or wrong, you know?
Not sure I completely get what you mean.
There's nothing difficult to understand. It's the same as the decision of your first chief. He must have discovered enough valuable results after visiting the mysterious island to decide that he should end his journey. Once you've achieved the results you want, any additional journeys would become all but meaningless.
So even if you want to see the place again, you know, to get that feeling of entering there the first time?
Before coming here, someone had stolen the results of one of my research projects. All that person had to do was sign his name on my achievements, and he was able to take all of the honors. All my effort vanished into the air as though it never existed. Do you understand now, Miss Guide? Without results,
No.
the journey is meaningless.
No, look, we've come so close to Mualani, you know? You might not feel it, but you've gotten closer to your companion as well.
I sympathize with your situation.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid I can't agree with your
100%.
take.
Like, the journey is so important in these games and in life, right? But in this game especially, like, the journey is so important.
I don't need your sympathy. As long as I can reach the mysterious island and find the correct results, my pain and struggles will become just another insignificant part of the process. What happened during the day already proved that my theories were wrong, so I'm willing to trust your judgment. I apologize for our previous argument.
Right. Yeah, and that's great that you're apologizing, and it's fantastic, right? I just, again, am very much on the side of the ideal that the journey is so important, and regardless of the results. I have all the results, like, of the main things that I wanted to do in Fontaine done, right? Does that mean I don't want to ever visit Fontaine? No, of course I want to go back there again.
I must make it to the mysterious island, and if I have to entrust my life to someone else to achieve that goal, then so be it.
And by the way, I'm not shaming him for wanting this either. It's okay to want what you want. I'm just saying from my perspective.
Was that actually supposed to be an apology? Because it sounded kind of awkward.
If I was like, that was not an apology.
Actually, there's a saying among the guides of the people of the springs. If the goal of the journey was to reach the destination, then you should have never left the house to begin with.
I love the way she says that as well.
Because the final destination of every journey is your home.
So good, returning home.
It would be disrespectful of my duties as a guide if I were just taking tourists straight to where they wanted to go. It's my hope to also make everyone feel happy along the way to their destination. That is what I would truly call a journey. And that
look at her.
is my answer.
She's a sweetheart. No, I love that. The true journey is going back home, wherever that home is. The true
Just as
ending.
you don't agree with me, I can't agree with your point of view either.
This isn't a democracy, okay? We're going Mualani's point.
I'm not too worried about that. After all, another purpose of traveling is to help people understand each other better.
Yes, I agree. And yes, guys, that's a joke, by the way. Saying this is not a democracy. But you guys should know that by now.
What sort of logic is that?
See, the problem is, like, look at this. Mualani's like, yeah, dude, great, we can be buddies together. And he's like, and like, even though she's accepting him for who he is and being like, look, it's fine, he's still like, what? Where's the logic?
All right.
You know what I mean? It's like, dude, just accept it.
Since it's still early, how about we tell some horror stories next?
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, now Paimon's scared.
These used to terrify me as a kid, like the horror stories people would tell. Old urban legends and things like that. But like, honestly, like, it's not much scares me in terms of, like, media, in terms of movies, I should say. Video games still very much, like, have the power to scare me because they're very immersive. But like, I can't remember the last time I was like truly scared by a movie, or a story someone's told. I'm trying to think, when is the last time I was scared by a movie? Maybe The Wailing, like years and years ago. That was pretty horrifying. I don't know. It's been a long time. I mean, maybe it's because I watched horror movies all as like a kid, so like, they just don't scare me that much. I actually watched horror movies like one time, like last year with my friend. I was watching Nightmare on Elm Street, and she saw it for the first time. I remember like when we were finished and whatever, and later on we were texting, and then she goes, I literally cannot sleep. And I was just like, oh yeah, this has a different effect on other people. Like me being like, why? Oh yeah.
Just in time. I was about to go look for you.
What the? You already caused the whirlpools to reappear?
I love that when we were asleep.
We're in luck. The phlogiston nodes were recharged by dawn. I had Karya and Varamdra control the nodes this time, and we were able to quickly unlock
my
the
god.
mechanism.
Guys.
We were practicing all morning so they could get the hang
That's
of
awesome.
controlling them.
That's really awesome.
Oh, it seems after apologizing, you've already become trusted members of the team.
I want rubbing it in a little bit.
Is now really the time to be teasing us?
Teasing you.
Don't forget that the world
Teasing
won't
you.
last all day.
He's right. We should really
I love the cartoony nature of Paimon right now. Like the way she's bopping her now. And she's always done that, by the way, but I love that they're adding it more and more to the game. Look at our expression as well.
Even though we had this discussion yesterday, I still want to double check. You all trust me, right?
If you said I literally have to run full force into a mountainside, I am going to do it.
You bet.
I love this. Look at this.
Then let's go.
The trust is there. The trust is there. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Wrong button. Wrong character. Let's go. Wait, hold on a second. This might be a domain. I need to do something. So I let people borrow Fischl's weapons sometimes. So Fischl, I'm so sorry. 1 second, girl. You can use it. I'm done killing people for the day. She thinks it's all a joke. All right. Have fun. Such a swell and funny guy. He's always just doing a good job playing pretend. Oh my god, such a real cough.
He swallowed some water.
Oh, she's so good at that. Or they're so good at that.
Scary.
They're so good at that.
What is this place?
I can't believe it. There are subterranean caverns under the water.
Mualani was right.
So awesome.
Let's see where this cave leads. Come with me.
I'm not nervous at all because I feel like it's like, again, my trust is fully with Mualani myself. Oh, we have a Mualani trial as well. We have a fully built Mualani. There's never a time in this game where they give me a fully built Mualani and I forgot to use her. That's never happened. There was never a time when I played this game and I got a fully built Mualani and I forgot I got a fully built Mualani and I didn't know there was a trial Mualani there. That's never happened before. You're getting very sleepy. Never in the world have I ever gotten a fully built Mualani.
According to the map, we need to head downward.
So fun on this as well.
Don't be afraid, everyone. Jump down with me.
Whoa, the lava.
Is that lava up ahead?
When I said we go to hell, I meant it.
It appears these caves were formed by volcanic activity.
Right, so we have to be very careful.
I see. Then the spirit waves were affecting lava deep underground. Altering the lava's flow created temporary holes which allowed us to follow the water's current and enter this underground space. Yes, it can all be explained in theory now.
Are all scholars from Sumeru like this?
Some of them are way more dangerous. Mualani, we actually got like he's a bit annoying and he's very stubborn, but Mualani, this is probably the best one you could ask for in a while. Like yeah, there's some amazing scholars in there, right? But like it's honestly with the way we've run into so many bad scholars, it really is one of those things where like we're lucky we got like the one good one out of 10. You know what I mean? Like not good, but you know what I mean. Like we're lucky we got somebody from like a scholar from the academia that's not like a absolute crazy person.
But can there be an island in this kind of underground space?
It appears we haven't reached our destination yet. Let's keep going, everyone.
I'm excited. I'm really excited to keep going. Oh my god. Freaking using Mualani for these guys as well is gonna be like so OP. Like, look at that. It's so freaking good. And we can collect some of this stuff as well. I actually, like, yeah, I mentioned in a previous video that I'm, like, currently, like, I didn't explain it very well. I had to put, like, text on the screen. I'm, like, taking, like, a break in a way that what I'm doing is I'm no longer leveling up any characters pre-Natlan for now. And basically what I'm doing is every once in a while I'm leveling up characters, right? So, but what the achievement that I have not achieved, oh my god. Holy hell, did you see that light coming through the cavern there?
Ooh, what's that light?
Yeah.
Let's keep going. We'll be able to see more clearly up
That's
ahead.
so freaking beautiful. Oh my god, what's happening?
Watch your step. Follow closely,
She's a
everyone.
great leader. She's fantastic. And she's the one that has to unite all the tribes, and she's uniting everyone here as well. You know, that's her job. Holy hell, it adds so much. Oh my god, look at that light over there.
These volcanic caves aren't very stable, so watch out for falling rocks.
I'm sorry, but that's incredible. It's one of the most magical things I've ever seen in this game. And again, as we say, that says a lot. To finish my thought, I was just saying that, like, right now I'm leveling up Kanich, but what I'm doing is I'm leveling up, like, whenever I get the chance. If I don't level him up one night, I'm not going to feel bad about it. But hopefully at some point, I'll have him fully leveled. Like, I haven't leveled him up in, like, 3 days, I'll be honest.
What a maze. There's lava everywhere. Oh, which way are we supposed to go now?
You're adorable.
Let's look around together and see what we can find.
Very well. It would indeed be useful to collect some environmental samples here.
Okay.
There are plants growing here?
There's nothing unusual about that. This is spinel fruit, which often grows around
Oh, like
places with
the
lava.
thing she was given to, that was given to her by her trainer. Very interesting.
Wait, it is a little strange. This isn't ordinary spinel fruit.
In what way?
It's the same as the one on this talisman.
Oh.
Isn't that the talisman your teacher
Yes.
Yes. In which case, could Uncle Nuu have been here before?
What?
But he clearly told me that he'd never made it to the mysterious
But why would
island.
he tell a fib?
I'll be sure to ask him about it once we get back.
I'm so interested in that. I wonder if, like, there is obviously some reason for it. I wonder, maybe did he want her to, like, find it first? Maybe, like, maybe he found something he didn't want to find or something? That's still so incredible.
There's so much lava, and it's getting pretty hot.
The lava here doesn't look very stable. I'm afraid we can't stay here for long.
And there's the two characters here as well. This is so interesting. There's a mystery to this as well now. Well, there's already a mystery. It's a mysterious island.
Speaking of which, where is that light coming
It looks so pretty, Paimon, doesn't it? It looks so pretty.
A distant light. Wait, there seems
Oh,
to
for
be
real?
a mark that matches that on the map.
Heck yeah.
Miss Guide, it seems Varandra has also discovered something.
Great.
I've got it! I've got it! Do you see that golden light in the distance? I'm positive that's the mysterious island. That's where we should go next.
Really?
I'm a scholar from the Academia Spontima Darshan. I specialize in ores and minerals. When I first heard about the legend of the mysterious island, I took note of its description. One exaggerated description I heard was that it's an entire island that shines like gold.
Wow.
What it was actually referring to was an extremely rare mineral known as vulcanite.
So maybe that's what we're seeing up there.
Under certain environmental conditions, large amounts of lava are quickly cooled, which then results in this ore. Since the ore can't be moved in time, it begins to accumulate, resulting in the alluring golden glow. If I'm not mistaken, there'll be a large pool of lava up ahead, and the mysterious island will be floating on the lava. An entire island of vulcanite ore!
Wow.
So you mean we really found the mysterious island?
Rejoice! Even a small piece of that ore will be priceless.
Again, he's thinking obviously about the results, but, like, this is...
Really? Then let's
This is so freaking cool.
Paimon. We should head back now.
Head back?
Why?
What are you saying?
Mualani's thinking about something?
This map is covered with symbols and riddles, but there's one thing that's written clearly. When you see the golden light, then go the opposite way.
Wow, is this gonna be a true test for him as well?
What you just said may be correct, but that golden place isn't the island that my ancestors once visited.
Are you joking? You expect me to
Trust
turn
her.
back now?
She saved your life yesterday, man.
But Mualani's judgment has always been right. If she says head back, then we should head back. We can't be fooled by the thought of treasure.
Even if she's wrong in this, I'm gonna trust her just because we trust her so much before and she's never let us astray. And if I'm saying don't go for treasure, you have to trust that too.
You thought I'm after treasure?
Bro.
Oh, he's acting weird
Yes.
again.
After my previous findings were stolen, I began a new area of research, and this ore is the core of my research. As long as I can bring this ore back, my theories will be proven beyond any doubt, and I will be able to reclaim everything I have lost. To me, this ore is the result that must be obtained. Otherwise, all those hardships along the way will be rendered completely meaningless. Don't you understand?
Again, the result, right? The result. So he doesn't actually care about the actual island itself and seeing this mysterious place?
As we agreed before, please trust my judgment.
Why? Are you wary of me? Now that we've confirmed that the legendary treasure really exists, you don't want outsiders to take it, do you?
That's not... have you learned nothing from being around Mualani?
She's not that kind of person, Verandra.
She knows. I can never pronounce her name. I'm so sorry. She knows it.
The result is right before my very eyes. I won't give up here.
Oh no! He went running in! How can he do that?
It's not smart.
Not good.
Once
We
again,
must
he
stop
has to be saved. I thought he was getting better.
Is it just Paimon or is it
It very much is. I thought he was getting better at this. I literally thought, I was like, oh my god, he's actually like getting so much like smarter and more mature. The lava's rising.
What the? Where did these monsters come from?
Oh.
These monsters. Looks like the lava here is becoming active again.
Miss
Look at this big boy.
Verandra,
He'll be trapped by the lava. We need to hurry and take care
Yeah.
of these monsters.
Like it's such a cool looking enemy. I think we've seen something similar, but not in the lava form. And the music as well. I'm trying to get her big ability. But yeah, she can handle that by herself. She's so sick.
The lava is
Yeah.
rising.
Verandra.
Traveler, Paimon, please take care of Karya. I'll be right back.
What are you doing, Mualani?
I'm very frustrated with this dude right now. Very frustrated because I was giving him so much leeway.
I can use my surfboard on the lava for a short period of time, but it will be a lot spicier
She's
than
so
surfing on
great.
water.
But that's way too risky.
Don't worry, Paimon. I know she can do it.
Okay then, we'll take care of things here.
Like, I'm not trying to be mean because I understand that he has this passion for it. No, I don't want to leave the domain. I understand he has this passion for it, right? I understand that greatly. But the biggest issue with this I have, and I think you guys would 100% agree, it's just like, this reminds me of like when, like, people go out swimming
The cave is becoming more and more unstable.
on like crazy storm days. You know what I mean? Like, and people do that. And then rescue teams have to go out and rescue him. It's like in the first place, we should have like not been doing that in the first place. You know what I mean? Just like, and I understand it's his passion or whatever, but I honestly don't really care at this moment because again, Mualani's putting her life at risk, even though we know she can do this once again for this guy. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. Thank god the button just lets you do that. You get what I'm saying? Like, This dude had put... Oh my freaking god. This dude put everyone's lives at risk again. That's what happened here. Like, it's incredible. Oh my... It's like freaking, like... He's over like a freaking lava chasm.
It's right
Like, it's
there.
such an impressive
I'm
sight, but dude,
almost
get away
there.
from the edge.
Look carefully. You can't get through the lava. You'll die if you try to make your way forward. Why don't you
It's like
just
Sam
give
and
up?
Frodo here.
Why don't I give up? Well, I might not be able to do it, but what about you?
Stop.
Me?
Stop.
You have the ability to move over the lava. If you try, maybe you can reach the island and earn the highest
That's not the
honor for a
island.
guide. That way, you'll have the results you need to prove yourself, and even Ko'olo won't be able to question your
F
abilities
Ko'olo.
anymore.
F him. Who cares about Ko'olo? I know she does in her mind, like she's still thinking about those doubts. But F him. He doesn't matter.
You want to know why I won't give up, but I'm asking why you'd give up such an
Look at
opportunity.
this scene.
The lava is rising. If I take this risk, then how will the others get back? Did you forget? I already gave you
You're
my
putting
answer.
everyone at risk here. Everybody.
You.
Come with me.
Oh my god, she's an action hero. She's a freaking action hero.
No.
Dude. Mualani used her surprising strength to toss... Yes. Yes. Her surprising strength. Like, that looked amazing. It was beautiful, right? The whole scene was incredible. But Jesus Christ, dude, like, it was making me so nervous him standing at the edge there.
I've brought him back. He's fortunate that he wasn't serious.
We're fortunate nobody else was hurt as well. What are you... Dude!
Oh, thank goodness. Thank you so much, Miss
Come
Dowling.
on!
You're welcome. It's getting dangerous here, so we need to find a way out.
I understand, again, it's this passion, it's this need to really prove his research, it's probably the trauma from losing his past research, all that stuff, 100%. You have this lady who cares so much about you, and you care so much about her. You put everyone's lives in risk here. Everybody.
No, I refuse. I can still stand. Let me go back.
Oh my god, do something.
Seriously? How can you be so childish at a time
It's just
like this?
really, really bad right now. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, what a woman! Oh my god! Needed. Someone needed to do it, and someone close to him as well. Holy hell, yes.
Whoa.
Yeah, needed. Necessary.
I've always believed that you're the most talented person I've ever met. Even if your research was stolen and
Look at
you
her.
didn't get any credit, I never
Look how much
doubted
she
it.
cares, dude. Look how much she cares. Oh my god, that slap was amazing.
I believe that even if you won't obtain any results this time, you'll still succeed in your new research. Because no one can take
He
your
needed
talent
to
away.
hear this. He needed to hear this.
So, I won't allow my dearest senior to die here because of his own stubbornness.
Kari.
She's finally opening up. And it seems like she's just the person you need to talk some sense into him.
Someone who he can't deny that she doesn't know him. She can't pretend that it's just like, you know, oh, you don't know the full picture. She cares about him so much.
Mualani, the lava is almost
That slap was legendary. That's a legendary
Don't
slap.
panic. It seems like the trick that Uncle Nuu taught me is finally going to be put to use.
What's she doing? What is she doing? Huh?
Where did all these Koholosaurs come
Wait, what are you
from?
doing?
No time to explain. Just
No way.
Got it.
We're gonna ride on the Koholosaur's back? This game is so sick. Is that how we get out of here? That's so sick. I'm confident again.
Paimon accidentally choked on some water again while...
Oh, Paimon.
Koholosaur.
That was tense. It looked incredible, but that
Everyone
was
okay?
tense. Look how beautiful this place is as well.
Let's take a head count.
Good leader.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew, we're all here. We escaped danger and made it back alive. That's what I call good luck. I think our fortune can only get better
Hopefully.
from now on.
Very much hopefully.
Oh, really?
What's the point? We still didn't reach the mysterious island.
Hey, don't look so depressed. You'll scare our good luck away.
Actually, according to the map,
Oh my god, we're still
we
going.
still have one more leg of
We're
the
still
journey.
going.
Oh? Then which way should we go? Wait, aren't we back where we started?
Come on, let's go to the statue.
Back to the statue that where we gave our hopes and our prayers to, right? That looks so awesome over there as well. Honestly, like, that slap was a top 10 legendary slap of all time. Needed. So necessary. He could have done with the second one, to be honest.
So, what's the point of coming back here again?
Here, look! Some hidden words appeared on the statue after I touched it.
Really? Let Paimon try.
Whoa.
Congratulations, guide from the future. You have completed a challenge that even I found ambitious. And now, I finally have the chance to tell you my story.
Wait, is that the first leader of the tribe?
You may have heard legends describing me as the best guide in all of Natlan. But in the beginning, I was more like a treasure hunter.
Yeah?
I chased results.
Oh my god, he's
facing
beautiful.
Countless dangers to prove myself. Time after time, I ventured where others
Amazing.
didn't dare, never failing to bring back rare treasures. My fame was second to none. And yet, I never felt satisfied.
Never fulfilled.
So I found a new goal, a challenge that no one had ever achieved before. The legendary Mysterious Island. Another chance
This
to
is so
prove
free. Oh, look at
myself.
it. It's like forming a story here.
Unfortunately, my friends who had traveled
forming
with
a
me all
map.
this time had grown tired of my
Oh, right.
nonsense. Instead of praise, they now showered me with words of caution. Perhaps this journey was one that I had to complete alone.
I have chills.
But luckily, they decided to once
Oh,
again
that's
put up with my
amazing.
antics. Just
This
as
is so
before,
good.
They came up with ingenious ways to help me move
Just like
forward.
us. Just like us.
They never let me down.
Just like us.
Even when I had to place my life in
This
their
is a
hands.
parallel.
And they always trusted my judgment.
The whirlpools.
Even when it took a lot
The
of
music is so good.
In the end, just as ever, we found the result we came
But yes, I knew it was gonna be a bud because that wasn't the place.
golden glow was baiting me towards death.
Just like it did to him.
It was the glow of a rare ore, but it was also the warning sign of an impending eruption. Maybe if I pressed on
So
and
beautiful.
put my life on the line, I could get the result I wanted. And yet, there was a chance I'd lose something even
It's a
more
parallel to
precious.
everything that happened with us.
But don't worry. In the end, I made the same choice as you.
So good.
Everyone was disappointed that their illustrious guide had, for once, returned empty-handed. But seeing everyone survive, I felt satisfied for the first time in my life.
Holy hell.
Perhaps the
Oh my
treasure
God.
I had really been searching for had been right here with me, all along. So, I decided to
That's
end
so
my long
amazing.
journey and find a safe place for my hard-earned treasure.
Wait.
To me, this is the real
The
mysterious
treasure of the
island.
mysterious island was the freaking people of the Springs Island all along?
The hidden inscriptions disappeared.
Okay, guys. People can say that's cheesy all they want. Then call me cheesy. I don't care. I'm all for it. Mualani said it. She said it. The true end to a journey is when you make it home. Man, that was the prettiest character I've ever seen in Genshin. What the hell? That's the prettiest NPC I've ever seen in my life. What the hell?
These must have been the words the first chief left for those that would come
Wait,
after
so
him.
that dude has said he'd been to a mysterious island. What did he mean?
In that case, the mysterious island from the legend is actually where the people
Honestly,
of the springs are living
very
now.
cool. Very cool. Such a great story as
I
well.
remember now that the elders once told me our tribe was originally founded on a small island. Later, the coastlines changed, allowing the island to become what it is today.
Right.
The journey to the mysterious island starts exactly where it ends.
And just like him, we didn't return empty-handed. We still have everyone with us as well. This, right now, I need people to understand. This story right now, right, is been building up to this moment, and this is actually a great conclusion. This has been building up not to, because again, it's not about the results. That's what they're trying to tell us through this whole story. It's not about the results. It's not about being a great guide. It's not about being someone who's better than another person. It's not about like your research being complete. It's literally about like the journey that you go on with your friends and your companions and the love that you find with your companions. The first and the best guide, he founded this place. The first chief, he founded this place as a place to keep his real treasure, and that's his friends. It's so eye-opening now because that's what this freaking story quest was telling us this entire time. It was telling us, it was shouting at us. The journey matters more than the result. It doesn't matter. And I love that they'd still let us see a cool location like that chasm with all the minerals. So it's just still like, hey, you got to see a cool location, but the true treasure is all the people that you found with you as well. And I don't care if it's cheesy. I don't care if it's like, oh my god, that's kind of like cheesy to have that. It's a theme in this game that has been common throughout the start. It's the theme of friendship, of companionship. So to me, it's not even cheesy. It just makes sense. It's the plot of this story quest completing in the way that it started and the way that it was in the middle as well. We met a character who was obsessed with results, who didn't care about the journey itself. And we, with Mualani, this whole journey started with the idea of trusting your friends, trusting in your own lives, and trusting in each other, right? This is what you were told to do. You have to trust in each other. And in the end, the original chief talks directly to Mualani and says, hey, you got through this journey because you returned with all of your treasures, the entire headcount. They built this up from start to finish. This is what the plot was. It led to here. The breadcrumbs led to this gingerbread house. It led all the way here. We didn't turn empty-handed.
Yeah. I think I understand the choice he made now.
The golden glow is an indicator of when the lava will periodically erupt. If that's the case, the principle of vulcanite formation implies that it will only appear at the start of fierce lava activity, and the flowing lava will quickly swallow it and make it all disappear without a trace. This means that there's zero possibility of ever bringing the ore back. Are the results I've been chasing all this time only an illusion that can be seen from far away?
It tried to trick the original chief as well.
Harondra. Our journey is not yet over. As we agreed, please come back to the people of the springs with me. Then we'll officially complete this journey.
Fine. I suppose that would also count as some kind of result.
Don't be so down. I have a feeling that the next answer I'm looking for will also be useful to you.
I don't remember, Sal. There's still something important we need to ask Mualani.
Yes, the fact that how did he get there? And he would have known about this then. No, I love this, guys. I love it. And yeah, I'm not even going to call it cheesy because it can't be cheesy if it follows the plot line. It's not like his thing where like they changed the plot halfway through. Like, yes, we didn't get to see some mysterious island in the sky or whatever like this or some crazy thing, right? It had this journey of companionship that brought us and Mualani closer. It definitely is going to teach that scholar a lesson as well. Like again, Veranda. Yeah, I can't pronounce his name. I'm so bad at pronouncing their names. It's going to teach them a lesson as well. That's what it's going to do. And we got to see some really cool scenery. We got to go on this amazing journey. But they've been telling us since the start of this freaking quest that the result does not matter. That the result in the end is not about getting there. It's about returning home. I don't know. I want to hear your guys' opinion on this. It's okay if you guys are upset that you didn't get to see Mysterious Island, by the way. I want to make that clear. It's okay if you wanted to see a Mysterious Island. You want to see something amazing like that. For me, like, I love that they followed, like, the plot line rather than just, like, you know, giving us, like, this new island in the sky that could be like, oh my god, this island, which would have been amazing as well. But I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'm a big sucker for, like, not changing things, of, like, making things, like, feel more important after the fact. This place feels so much more important now. This place, the people of the springs that we're in right now, is a place where to keep your companionship. It's a place of companionship, to keep your friends. And the entire message of the story quest makes perfect sense that you start your journey from here, because this place is a place of true friendship. It's a place to keep your friends. It's a place to return home to with all of your friends and to protect your friends. It's amazing. So cool. So cool. So happy. So happy.
Uncle Nuu, we're back.
Bro, we survived and we know the secret.
Mualani, it's good to see you again. I always knew you'd return safe and sound.
Uncle, I've completed the journey to the mysterious island. I'm here to return the talisman.
But you still have a question you wish to ask.
There you
right?
go.
Yes. You've been
There you
before,
go.
haven't
Ask
you?
the question.
Yes, I have.
If that's the case, then you've gone on the same journey. But why
Does
didn't
that
you
mean the
tell
other guy's
anyone?
lying?
Because I made a choice.
A choice?
Did you notice that the hidden inscriptions on the stone tablet disappeared as soon as you finished reading
Right.
them?
Oh yeah, you're right.
There's a special paint on the statue that would change color when it comes into contact with volcanic dust. Only those who have been to that underground space will be contaminated by the dust and be able to see the hidden message. But once the dust starts
Wait.
to wear off, the hidden inscription
Hold
will
on.
disappear
He's saying
again.
that. Okay, so it's the dust, the volcanic. Okay.
And this is the choice that the first chief left to us. If you choose to boast about your deeds, you will receive the highest honor, but the legend of the mysterious island would be destroyed as well. If you choose to remain silent, then the mysterious island will remain a legend and continue to attract the next generation of young guides to rise
That's
to
so
the
cool.
challenge.
That's so cool. It's a challenge. It's a legend. It keeps this whole idea alive.
In the end, my companions and I all chose the latter.
Oh, I get it now.
But not being able to tell anyone after accomplishing such a feat. People like Ko'olo will still look down on you. Are you really okay with that?
But have you noticed that Ko'olo, who claims to have been to the island, hasn't actually completed the trip?
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. I want to meet him and talk to him about this.
Right. Jaime remembers that Ko'olo said that he went to the mysterious island alone. But there's no way he could have been able to use the spirit ways.
He deliberately recommended the client to
That's the
find
thing.
Mualani, probably because he thought she wouldn't be able
You need
to
two
reach
people to do the
mysterious
spirit ways
island.
thing for sure. Yeah, that's
That
another thing. I
way,
didn't even think of that part.
Mualani wouldn't be able to expose him. As guides, we are not adventurers, let alone treasure hunters. The greatest responsibility of a guide is to take the client to their destination safely. But in the process, we also gain much skill and experience at overcoming danger. This allows us to go to places that no one else can reach, and even find treasures that no one else can find. Many guides gradually lose sight of their true beliefs and intentions in the process, and end up becoming like Ko'olo. They end up becoming more like
Oh my God,
thieves who
I
rush
love
to
that
the
he's
other
getting his
side of
own,
the
yeah.
lava lake, regardless of the consequences, rather than good guides who would turn around and save their
Exactly.
friends.
And he couldn't have done any of this. It makes me feel so good because he was very rude to Mualani earlier in the end.
This is why the first chief left behind the legend and the map. To lure younger generations into taking up the challenge, thereby teaching them everything he had learned. Aside from me, many other tribe members have
So
also
beautiful.
traveled to the mysterious island. And just like me, they understood the first chief's intentions. So they've also made pacts with their companions, choosing to give up the results that would prove themselves and give the younger generation the chance to continue the challenge.
You've all given up on the results.
Sir, I've given up on merely one result. I haven't given up on everything. Given her talent and qualifications, Mualani was well within her rights to choose the top-ranked guide Ko'olo as her teacher, but she chose me.
The smile as well.
I believe I was able to cultivate such an outstanding student and witness her completion of the legendary challenge precisely because I didn't become someone
That's awesome.
like Ko'olo.
That's so awesome.
If instead of looking at one single journey, we look at my entire career as a guide, I'd say I have not returned empty-handed. What about you?
How do you feel? Come on, Vermadra. Come on. How do you feel?
Karya, I've come up with a new research topic. Would you like to continue?
Only she
working
gets to
as my
slap you
assistant?
once a day. Oh my god, we're all waiting with bated breath.
You're the same as always, Varamdra. You always have to find evidence before coming to a conclusion.
Bro! She cares about you!
In any case, I can't give you an answer
Okay.
right now.
Karya!
Because you haven't prepared the proposal yet. Shouldn't you
That's
finish
so cool.
that first before recruiting assistants? How could you forget?
Ah, yes, of course. I'll certainly prepare all the necessary details.
But I've always found your proposals fascinating, so I'm sure I won't be able to turn you down this time.
Oh,
either.
this is actually such a sweet little interaction between the two of them. the eyes on us as well. They know.
Karya, given that I've been presented with new evidence, I've come up with a very general theory. I can use the ideas from the chief's speech to express it. Perhaps the treasure I'm seeking has been by my side the entire time. No. To be more precise, it's been with me even before I set out on this journey.
Oh my god, we love this. We love
I
this.
understand, Varamdra.
And look, we're watching every moment. You know for a fact if like love, if well, they do exist movies about love, we'd be watching them like all the time together.
It appears this guest has also found his
Yes,
answer.
his treasure, her treasure as well.
Seems he's finally put two and
Yeah,
two
it was.
together.
Oh my god, it was so obvious how much she cared. It was so obvious how much she cared. That slap was a
There's
slap
nothing
of
to worry
care.
about. It's just like Karya said. I can start some new research and reclaim everything I've lost.
But it seems he's still a stubborn
Yes.
SOB.
Now, it's your turn to make the choice, Mualani.
But, Uncle Nuu, I'm sure anyone who can complete the journey to the island would make the same choice, right?
Very good.
Oh my god, this is such a good relationship
Then there's
between them,
nothing
between
more
them
I can
two as well.
teach you. Here, take this talisman again. You can pass it on to your student in the
So
future.
cool.
Looks like it's also our time to say goodbye. You've taken great care of us throughout
Yes.
our journey. As thanks, I'm also willing to keep the
Oh my
journey
god, for a
secret.
researcher to say this?
Then remember, the next time you come to visit the people of the
So sick.
springs, you know
Best
where
possible
to find
ending.
friends for help.
Friends? I suppose
Not
we are
theoretical.
theoretically
Be a friend or get a
friends now.
slap.
Yes. When I publish my next paper, I'll be sure to add you to my list of acknowledgments.
Well, that's one way to thank
To him,
someone.
that's a great honor, though. Like, that's a big thank you.
Then Varamdra and I will be taking our leave. I truly hope we'll get to see you
Oh
all
yeah,
again
you
someday.
especially. You were awesome. You're so sweet.
Okay, bye-bye.
Such a lovely person. Oh well, if it isn't Faker McFakerson, being all fake and stuff, being a
You're
fake
back
man,
already. So, as Nuu's student, did you manage to find the mysterious island?
fake individual right here. Hey everybody, a big faker here.
What are you doing here all of a sudden?
He wants to. Oh, we have to keep it a secret though, don't we?
Well, I found
Yeah.
something even more precious than the island.
Oh,
That I can trust with
our
my
gal.
life.
You. Seems you really learned a lot from Nuu about how to make yourself
Yeah.
feel better. I knew it. How could anyone ever reach the island with so many
I know we're not being
hindrances?
petty, but I would still be like, oh, what's your favorite part of the island, bro? What's your favorite part of it?
Mm-hmm.
Look, she's like literally just like, yeah, whatever. She doesn't care. Because why would you care about that? That's the lesson as well. Why would you care about him? You suck. You suck. Not you, the guy we were talking to. Yeah, look, we all know.
Huh? What?
Yes.
Why are you
No,
all
this is
looking
it.
at me
This is
like
what you
that?
do.
The elders of the tribe also gave me
Because
that
they know
same
you're
look.
lying.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh my god, imagine that's such a big victory for me. For someone being this annoying, right, and this mean, like, and this rude and backhanded, like, legitimately, like, I think it's honestly so freaking great to have, like, this secret that we have where everyone a lot of people know he's a fool, right? Except for he'll to keep thinking he's not a fool.
Nuu, I've already
You know?
proven that I'm stronger than you. I've been to even more dangerous places and found far more
Sure,
precious
my dude.
treasures.
Whatever.
I've even been to the mysterious
We all
island.
have.
Why do you still look at me as if my words don't bother you at all?
Bro, there was literally like an infected Night Kingdom creature that came here that was part of this island. So it's not really an achievement.
Koholo, even if you had never been to the island, no one would deny your abilities. But as for what we would deny about you, only
That's
you
very
can
on the
find
nose, honestly.
answer to that.
Me?
So now, our trip to the mysterious island is officially finished,
It's time to say
right?
goodbye.
Yeah, but I have one more place I want to show you.
Heck yeah.
Come with me.
Let's go. So for it. Honestly, thank you so much.
Mualani, she has quite a sense of ceremony. I'm sure she'll want to give you something as a memento. I suggest to not keep her
No,
waiting.
I absolutely adore her, and it's so great. It's legitimately so freaking great. Whereabouts are we going? Over here? Oh wow, it's well over here. She's so fantastic, and I love. And we'll talk about it more once we have this conversation. I actually did. I liked the conclusion to this quite a bit. I did, because again, it was built up so well. We won't talk about it a lot because I went on a full rant there about how amazing it was and how like it followed the plot perfectly and like led us there and like gave us the scent of what was happening. Like it let us know what was happening. It didn't hide anything from us, and just let us lead us there in the end. But honestly, like I think it's absolutely fun. Oh, we're gonna take a picture. Really fantastic stuff.
This is the place. From what I've heard, if we take a group photo here, it'll bring us good luck.
I'm so for it.
sure of
I'm
it.
all for it.
What made you think of taking a group photo?
Well, we completed our trip to the mysterious island together, so of course we need a memento to keep.
You've earned the greatest honor for a guide. Yet you can only walk away with a photo of your friends. You're pretty
She is.
amazing.
She's
Mualani.
fantastic.
You really
Would you
I
call it a
trigger happy again.
sacrifice? I don't really think so. Actually, after hearing Uncle Nuu's answer, I have this vague feeling that after all that we've been through together, the results don't matter anymore. Oh, it's kind of hard to explain. I don't
No,
know if you
I get it.
me
The
or
journey
not.
was so important. Like that's what strengthened our relationship together.
No, I get it.
Zach. You recall everything that's happened during your journey and finally have an answer you're satisfied with.
traveler.
So that's your answer, huh? To the meaning of a
It's
journey?
the answer I knew from the very beginning. It's the answer I've gradually come to understand over time.
It's a good one. Then let's make this group photo yet another part of your journey.
You better show me this photo. Oh my god, look at them.
2, 1.
Oh my freaking god. Incredible. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's the two of us. An incredible quest.
I wonder when the next journey will begin.
So, we're on the line here. I've no. If you want to refer back to what I said before about why I think this quest followed the. I'm just because I'm not gonna go on another rant and say exactly what I said before. I'll just say again, the way this is built up and the way this led and the way this was written was exactly what they said it was. It's exactly what it was building up to be. I didn't get swindled or tricked. In a way, I got led to an answer I didn't know was going to be the answer, but then in the end, you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. It makes perfect sense that would be the answer. They've been telling this whole time that like there's an argument here about the results versus the journey, about like, you know, rushing into something or like taking your time on the journey, about companionship, and in the end, it was about companionship. The fact that we now know that this place was built as just originally as a place to keep all of your friends, where all your friends had a place to come back to. That makes this place so much stronger to me. Like, this place is now so magical to me in the end as well. We got to learn about the original chief, which, you know, stunning, absolutely beautiful. If he wants to come back and, like, go on a journey with me as well, I wouldn't be angry at all, you know, I'm just saying. You know, and oh, my ankle's sore could happen halfway through and you have to carry me places, you know, that could happen too. Like, really amazing stuff to me. So you can go back to refer to what I said there right before this. I said it right after everything happened. But to talk about the other stuff, I think the relationship between her and her trainer is absolutely fantastic as well. I think that the message of like, you know, keeping the heritage alive is a Natlan message. It's following the through lines of Natlan. It's following those breadcrumbs to the gingerbread house. We have now a full idea of not only this place, but now we have a great idea of Mualani, and it sticks with the themes of Natlan, of heritage, of sentimentality, of companionship. This is something that we've been told since we got here was a huge deal here as well. And also I think as well, this story also emboldened our feelings about our journey as well, because what we got along on our journey also at the same time was a journey of companionship. And the friends that we obviously met, I know it's such a cheesy thing, the friends you met along the way, but it's true. It's like the friends we met along the way is exactly what this meant to us. Because when I think about like all the things I've been through, and if you ask me to describe what I love about Fontaine, yeah, I could describe the scenery for hours. I could describe how amazing the quests were. But I'm going to think about Navia. I'm going to think about Linny. I'm going to think about all the gang. I'm going to think the same way to all the other places. They have really strengthened us through this whole journey, and this emboldened that idea once again for the traveler also in this journey. I think this was really good at like putting an adversary here who wasn't a bad person, but like was a foolish person, and putting someone like Mualani here, who wasn't this all-knowing person, but was just like very much trusting her instinct, and she's the right person to deliver this message. That's who she was. She was the right person to deliver this message in the end, and she was learning what everything was about going along as well. And multiple times, the failures of like him running off and her saving him, that was the right answer, even though he shouldn't have done that. He should not have done it, but that was the right answer in the end. I thought they did such a fantastic job with this. It made sense. The writing was perfect because, again, it led exactly to where it said it was going to lead. Because, yeah, you could say, well, okay, well, I wanted to see a mysterious island. That's fine. If you have an opinion here, drop it down below. I wanted to see a mysterious island. For me, following the writing for myself, I go, oh my God. Like, how amazing is that by the end of this? Instead of having another new place we can explore, right? We have the place we've already been to that now means more. Walking around this place means more. The journey that we went on already means more. All of them means more. With that, guys, I'm going to end this video here, and I'm going to come back next week with more Genshin. Next week, we're going to have a big, long video on Friday, which is going to be Friday or Saturday. We're going to have like the entire event of the Inazuma event, and also then before that, we're going to be doing the Mizuki story quest. And then right next week on Sunday, we're going to be returning to the Archon quest of Natlan. And people obviously know, and I've said this a few times, I know people keep asking, even though I kept saying it in every single video, which is fine. Some people miss some aspects, so I'll say it again. We are doing all the world quests and everything all together before the end. That's what's going to happen. Like, we're going to be doing every world quest. We're going to be doing not every world quest, the world quest for the Saurian stuff and all the tribe quests we can do as well. We're going to be doing all those as well. So we have, I believe, in terms of world quests now, I could be wrong. Let me just check this now. I have a chart that was done for me by a patron. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much, Emerald, for making this chart. I don't know if they made the chart. I'm just saying they made the chart for now. Everything's hazy. We get, but I'm gonna say they made it. Even if they didn't make it, I'm gonna pretend they did. Let's see here. So we have. There's 2 more world quests to do here, but there's 3 more world quests overall that we have to do. So I'm very, very okay with doing all that stuff now, getting that stuff done before the end of this. That's why I'm happy to do it with this, okay? So like say, Tales plucked from Dreams plucked from fire, between Pledge and Forgettance. We'll be doing that as well. In fact, we might do those like one day after the other. So after maybe Act 3, we might do all those, do those 2. And then we have the Children of Echoes we're going to do then after Act 4. Yeah, that's a good way. I think that's a good way of doing it. We'll do Act 3, then we'll do the 2 world quests. Then we'll do Act 4, then we'll do the Children of Echoes. Then we'll do all the rest of it after that as well. All the Chapter 5, then we'll do... Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, we'll do everything in order. Mualani, you're fantastic. Guys, that's going to be this video. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Thank you so much for watching this series. It means the absolute world to me. This was a long video, of course, but then again, roamer time works different in a lot of ways. I'll see you guys very, very soon. And thank you so much to Never Can Pay the Baby Gangsta Cheer on Patreon. That being Ty for R2, Jamie Bull, Jada the Banana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicity Felix, Ewald, Radish, Anusta, Death Trap, Lynx Markey, The Assassin, Fantastic Mualani, Colorbo, True Peanut Butter, Alpaca Juice, Peter Shelson, Heck, SR Fiji, and Leanne. And I'll see you all so soon. Bye-bye. Let's do the thing. Very cool. Perfect.